Hello, my beautiful warriors of love. My name is Sabrina. For all of you looking for the timestamps, you can just click down below. For all of you staying for the Let's Talk, then you stay here. This week I'm actually going to talk about some interesting topics because, you know, as usual, I do talk to people. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do talk to people. And what they say is pertinent. Like, even when you write your comments, I pay attention to the comments that are down below because that's what everyone in the collective is feeling. So I want to address it. And today when May 4th is when I turned 55 years old. So every time I want to talk a little bit about ageism, because my whole life I have never paid attention to my age. All my friends I literally have friends that are 25, 38, 40. Like, everyone is younger than me. My best friends are like 45, 40. Like, everyone is younger than me. And is it because I chose it like that? No. And a lot of my followers here are actually older than me or the same age as me. And it's like, it's a beautiful like symphony of people that have always joined me in my life. I've never, like, I don't care how old you are, because it doesn't mean anything to me, because I'm 1,000,000 years old and so are you, right? So it's like, at a soul level, we're old. It's just this character that is this age. And I was watching like a few movies last week, and I noticed in the movies how, like, oh my God, I can't be dating this guy because he's 10 years younger than me. And it was a big thing in the movie. And I'm like, what? This is so silly. And of course it's Hollywood, but it's like, what are the messages? Like, who cares? Why does it matter so much? I don't know. I feel like, anyways, I mean, obviously we know that it doesn't matter, and it's like it's putting our attention on things that are silly, right? It's like, what, like I dated like someone half my age. I've dated a few people half my age in my life, and yeah, everyone was always like, what the hell? Like, what do you have in common? I'm like, but I don't have anything in common with men my age, right? I don't. Also, perhaps because I've never had children and I've never been married, so I'm not in that, like, in that lifestyle or that. But but regardless, it's just like I always said to everybody. My mother died when I was 17. I remained 17 for the rest of my life. I'm like Edward in the Twilight. So I was like, I'm 17 forever and ever. So I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel like there's too much focus. Like, even when people ask me, you're 55, and you're like, really? You act like a, and I'm like, wow, man. I mean, and so, like, to me, it's like, it's all a mindset. It's all a mindset. And like, if I look back and I think of people that are 55, they should be, and this brings me into this next topic of like, recently I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she was like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm like, what does that mean? Right? Like, where are you supposed to be? Yeah, granted, I've experienced successful business in my life. I've had successful and not so successful relationships. I've had a lot of experiences. I've traveled the world. I've done a lot of things in my life. But at the same time, doesn't make me more special than you. It doesn't make me more elevated than you. It doesn't make me like better than you. Like, why do we have to be at a certain, like, at 55 years old, I find myself like just a few days ago, like the second job that I have, they were like, well, it doesn't look really good, and I'm like, oh, great. So my logical mind said, oh, you got to find a job, right? And then I talked to two friends of mine. They're like, oh, you're going to go find a job? And my higher self was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not, Sabrina. If you find a job, you're delaying the next steps, right? And up to now, I've been listening to my higher self, which has been very, very uncomfortable, I have to tell you, as the human of Sabrina has to, like, trust that in the unknown. Right? And I've been trusting the unknown. I've been doing nothing. I'm not going for the walks that I like to go walk. I'm not like interacting. I'm like, you know, I'm doing things that are a little bit outside of my normal. But the flow is back, right? I feel like things are moving in, like moving with not an ebb, but a flow, right? So the best thing I can do, like right now, I'm like, when I was told that, I was like, okay. And I went in and they're like, absolutely not, Sabrina. Can you trust? And I'm like, I can trust. And then I'm trusting. And it's very uncomfortable for people around me because they're like, what do you mean? How are you going to survive? How are you going to pay the rent? How are you going to do this? I said, I don't know. It's just going to happen because I'm trusting. I'm trusting my future self that has taken care of me. Like, it's me who have taken care of my Sabrina, the character. And so far for 55 years, it's taken care of me, Sabrina. So it's like, and I know it in my heart that if I give in and I go find another job, then I will have delayed my destiny, my path. You know, and it's that knowing inside me that keeps me going and trusting. Because there is a part, like everyone, like I've said this too many times that, oh my God, when I'm 40, like I've had plans put down on paper. When I get 25, I want to own my own business. When I'm 30, I want to have this. When I'm 40, I should be married already and have kids. You know, like everybody has those lists. These, like we place these expectations on ourselves, but because everybody else does it, right? By 30 years old, I'm going to be a millionaire. By 20 years old, I'm going to be a millionaire these days. But by this, I'm going to do this. And it's like, it's not important. That's the thing. That's the conditioning that we learned way back in daycare, even before daycare. At home. Here you get a star. Here you get a trophy if you were really nice to your sister. Here you get a piece of cake if you didn't hit your sister. You know, like it's this recognition, this reward for good behavior. This recognition for, oh, look at you. Here's a car because you have like worked really hard for our company, made millions of dollars. So here's a car, here's an expense, and this is what we go for, we aim for. This is what we rely on to make ourselves happy. And it's just like, that's not it, man. And that's the message I keep getting. I'm like, this is all bullshit. It's all like things, it's all like material, it's all like the Matrix, it's an illusion. You're just like aiming for nothing. For recognition, for validation, for approval, with money, with things, and it's like, you're enough. You're a powerful being of light in a human body, having a human experience. Is that not enough? And then I think about it and say, okay, well, maybe my human experience is to have felt this. Is to have fell into the conditioning, into the programming, into the reward system, and into this, right? So I'm like, okay, I mean, there's like two sides to the coins at all times because we do live in polarized worlds. So I'm like, okay, that makes kind of sense that I had to experience this to get to where I am right now. And now I see it. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, I'm not like getting upset at myself for having felt these things. But at one point, we have to realize I'm enough. Just the way I am. I don't need more. I don't need more money. You know, like I asked a silly question to my, do you think in the next few months I'm going to be making so much amount in a month? And they were like, oh my God, it's so not important. Right now, it's like enough with your money talk, enough with all of it. Because it's like you're focusing on this material, this made up, it's like, and then that night, I woke up, I've been waking up like really early in the mornings, like at 5 in the mornings, and that morning, I woke up and I was like, I'm the creator of my own story. This is what I've been telling you guys. I'm the director of my own movie. So now I'm going to do it. So I start creating my own story again. I'm envisioning it and putting this, and then it's like fun. I'm having fun with my life again, instead of like focusing on these like these limited belief systems These like, I need to have a relationship to be full. I need to have this much money to be happy. I need to have this. I need to, you know, this. And it's like, I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I am enough. And and this is like my challenge, to learn that I am enough. And that I'm just here to enjoy and have fun in this human experience. And as I laugh my way through things, I start to laugh now that when I need money, I'm like, okay, I have it. I have to let go of this, there's desire for it, this like yearning for it, or this feeling that I need it to survive. Oh, and I don't, because it's all here. It's already here around me. You know, I'm grateful every day that I live in my home. I'm like, you know, it's so funny. I don't know, like, I'm sure you encounter people like this. Like, everybody always has to say something. Like people who walk into my home, they usually feel the good energy, and I love that. But there's some people like, well, don't you want a garden, Sabrina? Don't you want a backyard? Don't you want to live in a quiet? Don't you want to live in the forest? And I'm like, yo, man, do you want to live there? Then live there. Like, why? We're always comparing ourselves, and we're always like one-upping the other, one-downing the other. And it's like, everybody's here on this journey. Like, you living your life, you live the way and I am going to live it. And can we all be happy together? Can we all stop one-upping each other? Well, I have this. I have a Lexus. Well, I have a Mercedes. And who cares? I have a jalopy. Who cares? It's like I feel like this focus on material and this focus on, you know, like when you meet somebody, I try to do less and less, but hi, how are you? Automatic, right? How are you? What do you do? You know, where do you live? Like, all these like questions that are not important. But this is conditioning. This is programming that has kept us in the box, kept us in fear that we are not enough, and that we need to always be more, look for more, earn more is the word, when it's not. It's not about more or less. It's just about being. Like, being right now happy where you are. And having fun. And doing art exhibitions. And going road tripping. And doing whatever it is. Or just sitting. Like, I have no desire to do things anymore. Like, I'm like bored kind of thing. Or there's a nothingness that's like surrounding me. But it's okay. Is it because I've done so much in my life? I don't think so. It's just because there's so much more to do, right? So much more to see. But I feel like I can do it. I can do it right here. You know, for me, the joy of connecting with my inner heart, my inner soul, is more enjoyable, and just awakening the knowing. To me, that's what I'm like devouring and enjoying. I'm not in, like, I don't need the exterior world to satisfy me anymore. And that is like a big thing. Yeah, 100%. I still get excited when I look in my earring drawer. Like, never. I'm always like, yeah, like, that makes me happy. My art, you know, like, makes me happy. Like, things like that makes me happy. But I don't need it anymore, because I'm so much more. I'm so much more here. I don't need to look for more. I don't know if I'm making myself. But there was another thing I wanted to talk about. What does leveling up mean? Yeah, that's what it is. It's like when you start leveling up, you know, like, or leveling down, whatever that means, right? When you start feeling like unaligned with people, it's okay. But for me, I'm going to give you an example. I reached out to my twin flame in telepathically, and right away I got like, no, don't come in. I don't want to talk to you. It was like hard rejection. And I was like, yeah, okay. But I didn't get upset at him. I didn't get I didn't take it personally like I would maybe like a few months ago or weeks ago. And this time I was like, I'm just here to say that I'm here for you. Like, I don't want anything from you. I don't, like, it's okay. Like, if you need questions, or I was just, and I surprised myself too, because I was just like loving, and then I came out of it and was like, okay, fine, whatever. And I went by my day, and then I was brought into automatic writing, and my higher self was like, did you see how you reacted? You did with unconditional love. And that's your step up. That's how we level up. When whatever is coming to you, it's not to be taken personally, because everyone is on their own path. Everyone has their own like emotions to deal with. Everyone is being triggered. It's to love and to listen. I'm still learning the art of listening. But you know, I have my beautiful friend Katerina that always, boom, like, I'm still talking, Sabrina. Like, okay. And I love it. Because, like, it's time that we speak up. And it's time that we, like, stop being robotic about our emotions and our reactions and start being real and expressing ourselves. Or however it is that you want to feel. Like, I want to see what else there is. We are beautiful lion. We already... Anyways, yeah, I think that's it. I didn't, 17 minutes, awesome. That's what I wanted to bring up today, because there's a lot coming up for me in a really beautiful, poetic way, and I want to share that with you because you're my family. And just let me know how you're feeling, if this had triggered anything inside of you, if you're resonating with me. I know a lot of us are on similar paths, which is beautiful. And some of us are not, you know, so in it, whatever, it is what it is. I mean, I love you guys, and I thank you, and continue leaving me your comments, write your birthdays so that I can shout you out on Instagram, Facebook, and here. I started doing that, and I think that's really nice. And also book sessions with me. I'm like available for sessions, tarot, akashics, spiritual guidance. If you just want to talk, and I'm there to listen to you, to be a, you know, I was gonna say a coach, but I'm not a coach. Just listening to you. Anyways, all right, okay. I'm gonna pick a winner, a free one question reader winner. Jesus. Okay, so we have May 2024, and we have Maureen West. I know that you've been a follower of our podcast, so send me a one question reading, not on YouTube because I do recordings and I need to send you a link. So it has to be by Instagram or Facebook or info@welovedivine.com. And I have also Tina Pulcini, which I haven't seen you in a long time. Send me a one question. I'll get you these answers done by the end of the week. All right, my beautifuls, I will see you next week. I love you, love you, love you. I'll see you next week. No, I'm going to see you now. All right? Wow, man. Okay, I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got Elephant Spirit, Learn from the Past, 25, which is a 7. So this energy shows up with a message saying, Aries, what have you learned from your past? You know, like, I'm not a proponent of always living in the past, but what have you learned? What have you, like, not held on to, because we're not here to hold on to things either, but are you still pursuing the same love? Are you still pursuing the same job? Are you still pursuing are you still pursuing something that is constantly giving you the same results, but you're being stubborn and you're like, no, it's gonna work for me. No, I have to do this kind of thing. And it's like, no. Have you not paid attention to what the universe, the God has, your higher self has been giving you, saying, this is not where you need to be. This is not who you need to be waiting for. Like, can you see the power within you enough to say that you can do this on your own? That you need to stop attaching to this person, these expectations, this outcome, this old way of being, this old pattern. That's what learning from the past is. We don't go back and do the same thing over and over because we're being stubborn and being a survivor and proving points. We're not here to prove anything to anyone. We're here to create a new, from the new, not from the old. So let's see what the cards are saying to you this week. We have the Six of Trees. Receiving. The Six of Pentacles is a giving, receiving energy. And I kind of love this one. If you look, she is embedded within the tree. She's receiving the wisdom from the roots and the extensions as well, right? She's receiving all the nourishment, and she's growing within that inner wisdom. There's no more giving my energy away. Now I've decided that I will take from the earth. I will take from the earth means you, because you're a mirror of the earth. I will take from the inner, my inner wisdom, instead of going out and looking for something. Wow. Okay. These are beautiful cards. The Four of Hearts, Depression. This is the Four of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna look at them all, because the Three of Wands, which is you, Aries, in reverse, as a challenge. Let's look at them. So your whole life, probably, not your whole life, or now, or whenever this is relevant to you, you've been this tree. I mean, the tree gives, right? The tree is full of inner wisdom, but it also gives oxygen. It also gives to others. And maybe perhaps with this depression is that you haven't been receiving. You have been giving too much of your energy, your time, wasting your days waiting for someone to contact you, waiting for someone to up their game with you, waiting for someone, whatever. Interesting energy here. Have you been receiving too much? Have you been taking too much from people? There could be some of you that have. They've been taking money, taking support, financial, emotional support, but you still find yourself here in like a very low energy, low state of being. Like, I'm getting a message, like maybe there's some of you out there that are interesting, that perhaps like your past, like you've been financially supported, you've been emotionally, mentally, whatever, spiritually even supported for a big chunk of your life, and it's not enough. It's not what you're looking for. It's not what you need, because it's made you not trust yourself. And hence the Four of Cups. You're like, okay, I don't need anything from anyone, and I haven't really quite learned that yet. And the Three of Wands is like, it's time to make, like, there's the Three of Wands is actually a destination. There's you've already decided where you're heading, and you're already on the move. But in reverse is that you're challenged by it. You have a fear of moving away from whatever this is. You're afraid of moving away from this false support system, this false ideology, this like made up vision in your mind. And wow, 1 second. I love this. The Page of Trees, which is the Page of Pentacles, Dreamer. This is, by the way, is a Taurus energy, Cancer, Aries, and this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, if that is relevant to you. But that's kind of beautiful, because the Page of Trees comes in with this dove. The Page of Trees is all about beginner mind, starting fresh, starting new. And I with these cards here is that, like, you're being tested with this Six of Pentacles. Is it time for you to stand on your own? Right? Is it time for you to receive from your inner instead of receiving from the external, from that person, that place, whatever it is that is like constantly feeding you in a limited kind of way on their terms, right? Oh, this is what it's good enough for her, it's good enough for him, this is what it is. And it's constantly, you're constantly feeling not fully loved, like unworthy even, because you're waiting for an answer, you're waiting for this move from someone else instead of trusting yourself. And that's why you're stuck. That's why you can't make these next moves in your life, because you're waiting for someone else to give you something, to validate you, to love you, to approve, to support you. But you know it's not where you need to be. And you're needing almost to say, learn from your past and say, I'm done holding and expecting and like attaching myself to another or a situation outside of myself. I'm ready to start fresh. Wow. It's like, I love that these, like, this tree energy is here, because it's like full abundance. Full abundance is yours, like freedom with the bird. Peace is yours, the delight. And it's always been yours. It's just that you've, you know, this kind of could give you an Adam and Eve kind of feeling, right? Where she trusted like another, like it's whatever. Let's not even talk about the Adam and Eve story, but it's that feeling of trusting yourself, not holding on and relying on another, which you have perhaps. And it's not about someone else. It's about you. And once you can, once you start again, go back to that beginner mind, that pure mind of yours, where it's not because of another that you need to start your own business, that you need to find love, that you need to be like successful, that you need to be, you know, it's not that. It's not about that. It's about you. You're holding yourself back, Aries. And you know it, you feel it. It's not like you're not aware of it. So we have an advice card, the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. I love it. I kind of like this. This is like you have free will, you have divine will to make, to create your own map. Right? You know at a deeper level where you need to be. At an ego human mind level, you will always be pulled back into this. You will always pull back and say, no, you can't listen to the inner. You got to listen to the outer. You got to trust the outer to go forward. And if anything, this is teaching you is like, hey, Aries, learn from your past. The outer hasn't delivered. That outer always has given you support with like a return, expecting of a return, right? Or they haven't like reciprocated anything for you. So do you want to make your own map? You have that power to do so. I really like this, actually. It's like the Magician card almost. Like it's up to you to create your own reality. It's up to you to create your movie. Why are you relying on someone else? Why are you like allowing them to hold you back? Right? It's like there's no one else but you here. You are the one. Yeah, definitely we are the one. But at this moment in time, where you have this experience that is happening right here for you, and yet you're holding on to someone to help you when you're it. So like scale back a little bit, Aries, and scale inwards. No one is here to support you. No one, like financially, mentally, emotionally. You are enough to support yourself. Can you trust yourself? Are you ready to create your own map of your destiny? It's already created, by the way. Are you ready to start remembering it? That's what that is. So this week I'm using the White Light Oracle, which is a really big, like really deep oracle deck. And you got the Spirit Bear of the 396 Hertz. So maybe you want to listen to 396 Hertz this week. I'm going to read to you. It's number 15. What it says, because 15. Oh, right here. All right. Let's do this. Okay. All right. You're being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. That's beautiful. And it says that the frequency of 396 Hertz is deeply nurturing and protective. It is the heart frequency of the Universal Mother, protecting her young, deflecting negativity, and refusing to overly condition the youthful mind. So, if you are highly strung, look, this is interesting. If you are highly strung, and like many modern people find it hard to consciously relax your body and mind through spiritual practices, Spirit Bear brings the comfort and encouragement to allow your mind to rest within the body. It is as if the mind were in a cave for renewal, safe from predators and external forces, undisturbed and able to rest. This oracle urges you to go within, awesome, where there is a tremendous healing force awakening. Give it the time and space it needs to do the best work for you. I mean, it's so beautiful. I mean, the idea of the bear, like hibernating in the forest. This is what you're needing to do, like step away from this fear and go within. I don't know, this is like anyways, I'm going to do one last message with the Divine Energy Oracle. I feel like there's a trusting of your inner wisdom that is coming for you online, and it's time to focus there, or like not even focus, like I don't even want to like put your attention to anything. Just trust what is coming up and stop relying on others to fulfill anything, because you are the map maker. So what, Aries, count your blessings. These are the messages for you this week. Build on solid ground, right? Blessings come to us in ways that you, like we have predetermined and ordained ways of seeing things, and blessings can come to you in ways that are uncomfortable. They usually do come when they're uncomfortable. Right now you're in a place in your life where you are fearing the next step, but you're not alone in this, and you actually have all the tools and all the resources within you to move forward, and you do not need another to guide you or lead you or help you or support you. Can you trust yourself to make the next moves? Can you learn from the past that you don't want to hold on to? If someone has like constantly belittled you, constantly left you alone, constantly like that, there's like there's messages in those actions. Why would you hold on to them? Become the observer, be the objective one. Look inside look at yourself as a character in the movie and say, would you like advise your friend to do, like, follow this? Be the spirit bearer. Strong, you know, comforting, secure. But also, when you need to hibernate, take the time. Rest. All right, Aries. This was huge. I love you. Check your rising and your moon as usual. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also big shout out to Laurie for being a Ko-fi member. Thank you for your support and your contribution to this. I love you and I love everyone else. Book a session if you'd like. Also join me on my podcasts Wednesdays and Saturdays. I love you. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. Happy birthday. My birthday was May 4th. I know there's a few anyways. I said that last week, but happy birthday, Kinga and Nickel and Hilde. I know it's May 5th. She's like May 5th. She was born at 5:05. I mean, she is amazing. She's turning 55. Like, amazing. And also Rikita. Happy birthday. That's all I know this week. If there's other people, put your comments below so I can shout you out next week. All right, a big shout out to Lynn and Kinga and Patile, my beautiful Taurians that are Ko-fi members. I truly appreciate your contribution. Also, before we can start, I'm going to tell you all this now. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. It helps me with my channel. And also, I'm open for sessions if you'd like to book with me. Let's begin this. This week, like no other week, we were given 2 cards. I thought this was like really like special. It's 24, it's 10, it's 34, it's 7. So really beautiful number. Leveling up. Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. I mean, it's clear I could just stay with this for 15 minutes and talk about these 2 because it's clear that some of you out there have been coming up or have been thinking about a project or coming up with a product or a service or something within your already existing business, within your job, within your creativity. You have this idea in your head that you're holding back out of fear, out of fear is the only thing. Anxiety. I don't have enough. I don't have this. I don't. And the universe is like, yo, we need you to channel into this buffalo spirit and bring this to life. Can you do this? Because when you do, abundance is yours. We know this as Taurus. If you're here, been watching me for months now, abundance is ours, but it can only be yours if you fully believe and you trust. And if there's something new coming up, then you do it. I was going to tell you a little story about the electric eel. When I was in Spain many years ago, I had this amazing, I lived in this place. I always find really interesting places to live in, by the way. It's like my thing. I found this interesting hotel that it was in a rock, in a big, like, mountainous rock. And my balcony was out of this rock, and there was just water down below. So, Sabrina was like being smart. So I was like, I'm going to jump from my balcony into the water, which I did. It was fun. And as I'm waiting in the water, I feel like a zzz, like up my back. And I'm like, whatever. I don't know what that was. I come out and I have a whole like a red streak in my back. And so we go to the, I'm speaking Italian here. Pronto soccorso. We go to the emergency and they tell me that I was between electric eels that were communicating. They were talking to each other, and I went between their conversation, and I got zipped. And I found that was always an interesting, like, I don't know if you've ever been like zapped by an electricity. But to me, it was like, at the time, I was like, oh, this is a message, you know, like, this is, what is this message telling me? And it was probably saying, hey, do your, like, come up, like, create anew, right? It's like, we're so hung up on this limited life that we live. We're always like, well, this is how much money I have, and this is what people around me expect me to do, and this is and it's like, no, man. Can you think big? Can you go outside of yourself a little bit? Can you jump off that balcony and jump into the water? Can you take these leaps? Instead of always like, oh, no, the hotel staff told me that I shouldn't do it, but I did it, and nobody found out about it until like but it's all good. It's like, can you take the risks in your life? Can you take these leaps? Like, it's your life. It's not anybody else's. I find this is such a pertinent energy for us, because Taurus will contemplate over something over and over and over again, and we'll think about how other people are going to react, and we'll think about it, and it's like, just go for it. Take that foot off the ground and run with it. And this is the message. So whatever it is that you're holding back on, go and do it. So we have the Knight of Trees, Custodian. We have what looks like Jesus, whatever that is, in a tree, praying with like a white flame coming from his hands. There's a really beautiful imagery. But the Knight of Pentacles is a Virgo energy, and the Knight of Pentacles is what is interesting is going slowly and steadily, but abundance is coming your way. Can you trust in the stillness of life? Can you, because like this, like taking the leap, going for it is like an action, right? It's like a very fire energy, but it's also in the nothingness and stillness that we can take leaps and bounds. And it's very paradoxical to hear that too. And you're like, what do you mean? How am I going to take a jump over a cliff if I'm just sitting in a tree? Because not everything is physical. There's energy at play here. If you are creating in your mind and you've already envisioned and you've already, like, to me, it starts from your energy. It's like, I've created, I see it, I envision it. Okay, it's done. And when the universe or when my higher self believes it to be my time, then it will happen. And I won't attach anything to it anymore. Interesting. The Six of Stars, which is the Six of Wands, success, victory. Look at her. She's like, her angel wings are fully like spread open. There's stars everywhere. She's wearing a red dress, which I kind of love, because to me, red is all about passion and creativity. You know, it could be a sexual energy too, but to me, it's like the Six of Wands is like, I've worked hard. I've had to fight through a lot of things, and now I'm here. I am victorious. I have achieved what I want to achieve, but, which is kind of beautiful, by doing nothing. By trusting and believing in myself, by taking action within myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little bit of like Aries has this Aries that I just did is like all about relying on the external, and this is telling, it's like the opposite of that. It's the polar opposite, is where Taurus has to start trusting in the messages and start trusting in the journey and trusting in that which you have. Like, let's say at one point you maybe right now you have this idea that you want to do and you have no idea how to do it. Can you just like put it up to the universe, to God, to your higher self, and say, hey, I have no freaking idea what I'm doing, but I'm ready to take that leap, right? I'm ready. I'm ready to take it. So guide me however you want to guide me. Like, bring me the messages that you need to bring, and bring me the people that need to be brought to me. You know, like, help me. This is something we don't do. We don't ask for help. We ask for help from like others. We don't ask for help from our own freaking team. of angels, of guides, of soul family. And I feel like there's this message here that I'm excited, you know, but like I have to like to me there's something in the air. I don't know if you're feeling it, Taurus, but I feel it around me, and it's like saying success is yours. Wow. And your challenge is the Six of Wands, which is the Six of Stars, but you don't believe it. And that's why, like, your physical, your human mind, your ego is, these are Leo cards, which is very ego, are coming into play here. Have been in play this whole time, probably. It's just like, no, you can't. Like, I know I can be successful. I know that I can do it, and thank you so much. I'm waiting for the help. But then your ego is like, no, no, no. Like, what are you gonna do? You're just sitting around waiting for it. You're not gonna go out and do it. You're not gonna. Who cares what they think? This is the Six of Wands. Feeling like you're a failure from the get-go. You're gonna fail, fail, fail. And then you're like, no, 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 I'm gonna wait on it. And then it's like, no, 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 you're gonna fail. This is humanity, right here in the cards. And we have the turnaround, revolution, 12, it's hangman, which is interesting. The hangman shows up like this for them, the turnaround. Which is a Pisces energy. So we have earth, fire, and water showing up here for you. And I like that the hangman in this is the turnaround. I'm actually curious to see what it's... where's the book? Oh, the book. What the turnaround, what the hangman means in this. Your world is turning upside down. Fighting it will only cause hurt. Surrender and you will feel yourself gently turning to a new perspective. The tree symbolizes unconditional love. Fearful choices bring problematic results. Of course. Loving choices manifest in more love. Yeah, okay. The optical illusion inspires surrender to a lightness of being that suspends you in space and time. Interesting. I mean, the hangman in general is like is stepping back onto, like, hanging from the tree and looking at life in a different perspective. So I guess that's the same idea. I kind of like this because if you look at this, there's a heart and it's upright and this is down, reverse. So there's like a mirror kind of thing happening with the trees. And it's almost like, can you release this fear? Can you surrender to the whatever is coming towards you? Can you be patient enough and wait for this victory to arrive, this abundance to arrive, this love to arrive, to this new to arrive, this unknown, because it's all unknown to you. And yet you struggle with it because you need something physical. You need something tangible to see it. And then you can't wait. And patience has never been a virtue for Taurians. It's been very, like, I mean, for me anyways. Maybe I have Leo inside me, who knows. But I feel like there's this, this is actually, it's the same kind of idea as this, is can you step back and wait? Slow and steady wins the race. Observe. Instead of like fighting with your mind and fighting with the external and fighting with everything around you. You're fighting with the internal, the external. You're not trusting that success is on its way, which it is. You're not successing that abundance. You're not trusting that abundance is here because you don't seeing it, because you've been putting a lot of work into something and it's not coming to fruition. And that's where we like fail as human, because we're not human. We are human, but we're so much more than that. And when we give ourselves and we surrender to our soul and our higher self is when things start to harvest and reap. We start reaping in the rewards. And that's what's happening here for you, Taurus. So get out of your heads and start trusting. So your message is the Sun Dancers. Joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. Like, come on! I can't even believe this is here. And it's so interesting because it's the Sun Dancer. This is Leo, and Leo is the Sun. It's like the universe saying, hey, you have so much to celebrate. It's all here for you. You're so much in your mind. Get out of it. You know, like, start communicating, start zapping your like energies into the ethers. It's like time to embody yourself in this abundance. And it doesn't have to be money. No, abundance is love, unconditional love. It's like the knowing of who you are. You're focused too much on success in being money, and success in being a higher grade and a higher ranking and a higher status, and how people are going to see you. But it's not that. And what a great idea you have. Oh, you're so amazing. You're so special. You're so unique. It's not that. Can you do things for you, like, because you want to do it, because it comes from your heart, because it feels good within you, not because you're going to get accolades and rewards for it. And the more we do like that, the more abundance, the more that love just floods in. And you won't be seeking so much that. So we have Shaktipat of Seahorse coming for you from the White Light Oracle, which I'm going to read, which is 31. I love this book. It's really deep if you ever want to buy a book that is deep. So this is, oh, it doesn't say what frequency it is, but as you embrace your inner cosmos, in your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. Exactamente. You're encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Relax and you shall attract all you need. I make it a point not to read these things so that I don't know, and I kind of love this. This is exactly what I was saying. Your path and what supports you will be unique. If you attempt to fit into social constructs or cliques that don't reflect your essence, you will weaken yourself and become more susceptible to negativity. You are encouraged to consider what is natural and best for you, to be honest and authentic, even in your vulnerability. It is only from the place that you can respond appropriately. When you are in your authenticity, much power and grace shall rally to support you. This world can seem unfriendly or unsupportive at times, but this oracle reassures you that as you honor who you are, you will naturally find friends and attract supportive assistance to obtain all you need to thrive. I mean, that's freaking beautiful right there. And it's exactly that. We don't, like, it's like trusting your inner Jesus, because you are the light worker. Trusting, like stepping back and allowing life to happen instead of making, like, we're not here to, like, the thing is, like, struggling is that we're not here to make things happen, because things will happen if we surrender. And it's not to say that we're going to sit and do nothing, but if you're getting a message to do something, if you're getting a message to leap, if you're getting the message, then do it. But trust it, even if it's like goes against everybody and it goes against the norm, because we're not here to follow the norm. So we have one last message for you, Taurus. Since it's a birthday, we'll add another message. Maybe we'll just stick to one. Okay, I was like, maybe we'll just stick to one. The first one is, wow, reflect on your truth. What's the second one? Reflect. Say no. Wow. Say no to conforming. Say no to, like, I mean, say no. It could be a lot of good things, right? Say no to conventionality. Say no to following the rules. Like, we're here to make our own rules, kind of thing. But I feel like everything is just already here. So can you trust that? Because I don't know if you can just sit and allow the wisdom to come up, because that's what's happening with me. I'm just allowing it, and it's like miraculous. It's amazing. I'm like, oh. And like I know that I have like so many ideas for books that I'm gonna write, but I'm still not getting the message to go for it. So I'm allowing it to be. When it's time, it will be. I'm listening. But if you have ideas coming up in your mind, write them down or run with them, because you have nothing to lose. And if they're unconventional, all the better. All right. This is your message. I love you so much, Taurus. Enjoy your birthday week and month, and I will see you next week. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got watch your words, parrot spirit. I like when this came out for the 10th time for you. I mean, I literally think if I go back to all my, whenever I've used this deck, if I go back, you've gotten this card, I'm for sure 2 or 3 times. So this card showing up means watch your words. There's a lot of messages I get from this. Like, could be watch your words, and how if you're gossiping or you're talking to other people, because our words matter, you know, and words have energy. But I really feel like this is how you talk to yourself. And it's been like that every other time I pull the cards too. So I feel like, are you not loving where you are right now? Like, are you hating on yourself because you're not where you're supposed to be, where you think you're supposed to be? Like, you know, it doesn't matter what age you are. Like, if you didn't listen to my intro, I talk a lot about this, where you feel like you're supposed to be somewhere at this certain age, because that's what it's ingrained in our minds. Can you stop like getting upset at yourself for not being where you're supposed to be? Because there's nowhere you're supposed to be. There's no age. There's no like, you have no limitation on your life. Watching your words, because how you like, I do this a lot too. Like, I'm such a loser. You know, I say that to myself sometimes, and it's like, you're saying that to yourselves, and your cells are like, yo, are you? Yeah, that's what you are? And your ego has a field day. It's like, oh yeah, you are a loser. La 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 la, right? It's to try not to attach to the words also that you're speaking. So, and the parrot is like, it's always reiterates. It always like echoes, right? What you're saying. So if you continuously say these things to yourself, you will start to believe it. Really deep. 1 second. I just got a... So let's see where you're going, where you're at. The Queen of Wands energy, which is a Aries or a fire sign energy. The Queen of Wands could be you, could be someone else in your life, but I want to look at all the cards to have a better idea what is happening. We have the Emperor. Wow. Which is an Aries as well. So both Aries energy. Could be Aries, could be Leo, could be Sagittarius. But there's this like divine masculine, feminine energy showing up here for you, where the masculine could be like controlling or emasculating, maybe, or manipulative too. So let's just see. The 9 of Swords, 9 of Angels is you, Gemini, is your challenge. So Queen and an Emperor is people. It could be situations, but to me, these are people in your lives that perhaps, and it doesn't have to always be the masculine. It could be a divine feminine masculine. This could be whatever this is. Definitely, there are people in your life that this could be a mother energy, a father energy, but mother or a mentor energy, or someone that you look up to, or it could be yourself who's spiritually advanced. But you see the way she's looking this way, and the Emperor is reversed. And even if the Emperor it was just looking straight, like she's looking away, like she's done with this like energy, like, but she feels it, like he or she, right, whoever is watching this, you are at a place in your life where there is there's a lot of scenarios here where you are like you're done with this manipulation, you're done with someone trying to control your life, you're done with someone pretending they are like the Emperor in reverse is someone who is like taking away power from you, right? It's taking a little bit like almost like slowly chipping away at you, Gemini, right? There's like, it could be a boss, could be a colleague, it could be someone, a government, it could be corporate world, could be the Matrix. I just feel like you're this energy is showing me that you're over it. And you see that way, and I kind of like, I'm going to bring it up again, but I really like the way the positioning of these cards are, because she's like, I'm not going to involve myself in your manipulation. I'm not going to involve myself in your limiting ways of thinking. I can no longer follow the rules anymore. I can no longer accept this. And I've been following this, and I've been allowing this for the longest time, and I've been turning a blind eye to it, which is, this is what I feel like it is, like if this is you, and I'm done. But I'm very stressed and anxious about it, and I don't know how to approach you about it. I don't know how to, and hence why I am talking like this to myself. I'm going over and over in my mind, and I'm like, I don't know how to confront you. You know, I don't know who it is you're talking to. Could be your husband, could be your partner, your wife, your boss, or whatever this is. Someone that has like has had some form of authority over you, in a sense, and it does feel like that. It feels like someone who has control a little bit, you know, has had that power over you. And like, it could be in a parent, and it could be in a relationship, and it could be in a friendship, and it could be in in whatever status it is in your life. And you're very, very it's a very stressful situation in your life. And that's why you going back on it, and that's why you're calling yourself names, and that's why you're calling other people names, perhaps. But remember, whatever goes out there is just a reflection of you. So try to be kind to yourself. Try to be kind to the other, because everything is a human experience. The Emperor in your life is there to show you that you are a spiritual warrior, and that this is an experience that you've chosen. You've chosen to be belittled. You've chosen to be controlled. You've chosen to be manipulated. You've chosen to be stolen from. You've chosen to feel like shit. And everyone's like, what do you mean I chose this? Because this is your human experience, that you don't know how it is, because you come from light, where you are just an unconditionally loving human, like not a human, like soul, right? And now and everyone is here for that, to show you like, okay, and yeah, you're like, okay, I've learned this experience. I'm not going to hold on to this, which you are. You're attaching to it. You're attaching to someone else's behavior towards you. You're attaching to these people's words. Instead, be like this Queen of Wands, and just like allow people to be who they are, and enjoy fully your life. Maybe reach out to someone in your life that has made you, like helped you and supported you to enjoy life, the little things of life, or the fun things. I don't know. This is a really interesting energy to me. There's a big breakthrough for you here, Gemini, getting out of someone's seemingly protective wing, or seemingly like holding you back from just being you. Like this is like a follow the rules. Why can't you just follow the rules? I don't understand what your problem is. Why are you like, that kind of energy? Why do you keep doing the things that you want to do? It's not the way life works. You have to follow, you have to pay, you have to, that is that, this is that. Even though it's in reverse, it feels like that to me here. And you're like on the fence. You're like, okay, yeah, I gotta follow a little bit the system, and maybe not. I don't have to really follow the system. It's like, who am I? I know who. Like it's all this like chatter in your brain. So, oh, the Seven of Cups in reverse shows up here. Breaking free from the illusion. Like the Seven of Cups is an interesting energy, because the Seven of Cups is like, I have so many options in front of me. I'm like a daydreamer. I can choose whatever path I want to take. And as the challenge, as a reversal, you're like, it's almost like you're done. Like this is a card to me that feels, these cards feel to me like you've come to a place in your life where you can see through the illusion. You can see through the Emperor and even the Queen of Wands living her life freely, whatever. You're a little bit, it's a little anxious about it. It's unnerving, seeing through the illusion, because that means you are set apart from the masses. You're set apart from the collective. And everyone, I'm okay. I'm not affected by it. I can't. It's bullshit, because you are like a black sheep. You are like a little bit different from everybody else. Why wouldn't you stay with this person? He's been so nice to you. She's been so good to you. Why would you go live off the grid? Why would you live in the city? Why? Like everybody has an opinion. Everybody has that, and that's what's here. This is like the opinions is the Emperor, or even the Queen of Wands could have opinions. Like it's like. I feel like the Gemini is like, why can't you just leave me alone and let me live my life the way I want to live it? But yet you are attaching a little bit to these energies as well. Because deep down inside a Gemini just wants to live freely. And you're seeing, and as you walk through this illusion and walk through the matrix, and you're starting to see things collapse all around you, and realizing, oh my God, there's so much more, and there's so much not more. It's still very stressful for you, and that's okay. So this is a huge impasse you're at. Let me see what the advice is. The word Lord, communication. Praise, dishonesty. Wow. Watch your words. Let's see what it has to say. The word Lord. There's 43. The word Lord rules communication of all kinds and lets you know that positive interactions can be expected when he arrives as your ally. He only speaks with positive words and praises all he sees. He reminds you of the laws of abundance and praise. When you bless the world, it blesses you back. When you say affirming, supportive words, they carry an energy that returns to you in physical form. Remember that each one has power and will resonate into the universe, seeking its reflection in manifest form. They're like older books, but anyways, yes, but this to me feels like, I don't know, I just got a message right now, like, continue writing books, write your journals, put your words in a journal if you need to, publish those books if you need to, scripts, even if you're a script writer, I don't know, that's coming up to me too. There's just a feeling here of, you know what, sometimes we can't speak freely we can, but sometimes it's like challenging to speak freely because of backlash, and because people, their automatic responses are always like, oh, you're crazy, oh, and you can't think like this. No. That's happening around here, which is this: the emperor saying, you have no right to say this. You have to follow the rules, and you're like, I'm tired of following the rules. I'm just not. So write it in a journal, write it in a diary, write it like, or express yourself, however you feel. But there's a feeling, there's a knowing inside you that a lot of you have a little bit of uncertainty and fear of speaking up, which is not very Gemini thing, because a lot of you speak up, but I feel like there is that, and I feel like you're releasing this hold on you're slowly like releasing yourself from that, from these people who have these ideologies of how your life should be. And that's where we all are right now. We're in this process of freeing ourselves, like this bird, from others' opinions and belief systems, which are very limited. And it's challenging to speak and see through this. But it's like up to you right now to, if anxiety is arising with you, if worry or whatever doubt is, like, pay attention to it, observe it. It's all made up in your mind, right? You're here to live your life as the writer, as the author, the publisher, the creator, the director of your own movie. So the advice is anapausis. Pause, reflect. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Number 4. Anapausis. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. The Latin word anapausis refers to the cessation of work so one can regain strength and create productivity. Don't allow your mind or the deranged ways of this world, Emperor, to create weariness and yet another drama. Take rest in the spiritual light of love, rest from fear, rest from anxiety, rest from needing to work it all out right now. Even on your most confusing or most productive days, you can find renewal in spirit. It is always available to you, even right now. Really beautiful, actually. Anapausis. This is take that time to be with yourself and trust yourself. Trust yourself, Gemini. And to me, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, like the Emperor to me is the energy here that needs to be taken, to be paid attention to, which is like Aries. I said Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be either, though. It's this divine masculine energy. It's within your life that has, it could be you too, that is controlling, that limiting yourself from expanding. Because it's establishing fear within you that you're not good enough, that you need to follow the rules, that you can't do this, you can't. Right? And that's that watch your words. I can't do this, I can't do this. Every time you say that, cancel, claim, delete, and move forward. You're in a process of, I kind of love this, you're breaking through these illusions, you're breaking through all this, and it's challenging. It's a hard time. It's like challenging for you to see, challenging to constantly receive backlash from people, to move through things, to make choices that are so against everybody else's small ways of thinking. And you're in this precipice moments right now. Take this time to pause, reflect, and do you. And like I said, it's time to write your own story. I love it. Okay, Gemini, we're going to give you one last piece of advice from the Divine Energy Oracle. Speak up, bees. Speak up. I love it. That's freaking amazing. Tune out distractions. I love it. I mean, speak up. Don't speak up at all. Do what you want to do, right? Like, that's the way I see it. But I'm all about speaking up and just saying how I feel. And I know that some of you are, some Geminis out there. Watch the words. It is important to watch how you speak to yourself and how you speak to others. We are here as unconditionally loving beings, and we're not here to speak ill of others, because when you speak ill of another, you're just speaking ill of yourself, because you are the mirror. So like I know it's challenging because there's people around you and they're really they're really not nice. I'm like, yeah, but let them be not nice. You're not here to fix them or heal them, and just walk away. Don't give energy to that which is uncomfortable for you. No. Because if it's uncomfortable, it's something to pay attention. But don't give energy to things that are not aligned with you. You know it. You know it. And you're starting to see it. Trust yourself. All right, Gemini. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. Join me on Ko-fi. Support me on a monthly basis if you can with exclusive content. And also support me if you can. It would be really great. Check out my podcasts Wednesdays and Saturdays on this channel, YouTube. So I love you, and I'll see you next week. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We have Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. So I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I put this out on a tarot reel, like a tarot guidance cards. And this card showed up. So it's kind of fun that's here for you. And be fearless and bold is just as it is, what it says. It's like there's something that you've been holding back. There's something that you are afraid to speak up, to say to someone, to do in your life, because it goes against what other people around you feel is wrong, or feel is like not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, isn't it time that we stop following another person's rules? Stop following other ways of, like, everybody in your life has a way of looking at life. Okay, but that's not the way you have to look at life. Why do you have to follow that? Well, because it's my job, because it's my relationship, because it's my thing, because I have to compromise. You know how I feel about compromise? Compromise, right? It's like you're just not even honoring your soul. You're just completely disregarding your path by always following someone else's. And this is like, can you be fearless? Can you be bold and stand up and do what is best for you and is aligned with you? Sorry, my hair is bothering me. All right, so let's see. The Three of Hearts is joy. Three of Cups, socializing, networking, coming together. There's this feeling of, I love this tree energy. To me is like the divine feminine energy of like Mother Earth. This feeling of, there's so much love within you. There's so much. It's time to be expressive. Three of Cups is Cancer, by the way, which is you. So this is like, it's time to show your love. No more hiding, right? Be fearless, be bold. You're interested in someone, reach out to them. If you want to do something, you want to go for a walk, you want to go, not more than just a walk. Get out of routines. You want to go into the city, you want to go into the country, do things. Like, it's not about you following routines. That's what I'm getting. Interesting. The Lovers. It's the union. I mean, the Lovers is a Gemini energy, but the fact that these two come here is like, if you're single, if you're going out, you may meet the one. You may meet someone. It's like, it's this feeling. If you're in a relationship, doesn't mean, you could solidify your bond, your friendship, whatever this is. This is harmony as well. It's like, I don't know, these two cards together feel like very strong that you are in need of networking, socializing, being with people, family, friends, strangers. But that's where fearless and bold is. No more routine, no more holding back. Just go. And it's not about spending a lot of money or whatever. It's like being in nature, like going to free concerts, you know, going to do, but I don't know. And I really feel like if you're single, this is really beautiful. Let's just look at your challenge first. The Ace of Wands. That's very interesting. The Ace of Wands is new beginning, new chapter, like strength, bravery, like going with gusto, but you're afraid. You maybe have been even getting messages to go out there, maybe to mingle, maybe to meet someone new, maybe to social events, gatherings. Like I'm really feeling here is very obvious that you're being asked to go into new circles. The little routine that you have going on is not working. I mean, it's fine, but extend it, you know, expand your horizons a little bit. Go to a new cafe, a new restaurant, a new, like, something completely new. Go to the planetarium, go to the museum, do something that you don't usually do, that you read about other people doing. There's like a fear here of moving into something new. Like you feel like maybe it's like pointless, whatever. It's okay. I'm just gonna like sit here and enjoy it. Like, but I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this for you right now. This week is be fearless, be bold, make the moves. I like it a lot, actually, for you. The Ten of Angels, which is interesting, is the Ten of Swords. It's surrender. And the Ten of Swords is this energy of but I can't do that, Sabrina, because I'm anxious, I'm stressed. What if we go out and I don't meet anybody? What if I go out? What if I go there and I can't find parking? What if I go and I, like, it's always this like these limited explanations in your mind. And it's like, can you surrender? Can you just allow yourself to be? And like, you know, I hate to inform you, but when things are right and aligned for you, they just flow and they will arrive. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, I have a friend of mine, that the girl that does my podcast with me, Katerina, every time she comes to see me, she finds parking right in front of my building. Because she knows she's going to find it. She didn't come in and say, oh my God, I'm stressed. Every customer that comes is like, I'm stressed. Beforehand, they like go around and around and around. Because they haven't, like, just surrendered to the universe. Surrender, like, just go to these social gatherings. Go to, like, this, step outside of your ordinary. You've been holding on to very common ground. You need something completely new. You need to write a new story. You need to write something new. Like, stop, like, I like to go, I'm going to go to New York every time. Like, go somewhere new. Go to New Orleans. You know, go to, like, change it up. We need some change here. Like, you're holding on to normal and the usual. I'm going to go to Italy every single year of my life. I'm going to, like, you know, like, change it up. Regardless of your partner, regardless of the people around you, it's time that you step it up a little bit here, because to me, I feel like it's the betterment. It's where harmony finds you. So, your advice is the Hawk Prince. Spirit communication, paying attention. Beautiful energy. It's an 11. Let's see what it has to say, because it's not really... The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take toward your greatest good, or to tell you that you have arrived at an important stage in your path. I like that a lot. There's one Cancer that's watching that always sees hawks and owls and like, so this is showing up to you in your reading, so it's kind of beautiful. There's greatness in everything in our lives, but if we follow the same routine day after day, minute after minute, hour after hour, you lose your soul. You lose the light inside you. The light is constantly seeking change. So it's like step outside a little bit. It takes little things. It doesn't even take like these big trips. It just takes little things to go out the normal. So your message is the magnetism of Eros. Look at you. We got love and Cupid. I'm going to read this. I love it. So we definitely have love coming in if you're single. I'm liking it a lot. Don't attach to what I say, by the way. Oh, she said I'm going to find love, because this could be that love is coming for sure, but doesn't have to come this week. It can come whenever you're ready. Let's see. Life has particular gifts to share with you. There is a promise of deep, soulful connection with your true self and with others, and a healing realization that you are truly desired and loved. You are encouraged to explore new pathways, especially if you feel out of your depth and a bit vulnerable in doing so. More so if they involve personal healing. This oracle indicates a path is opening up for you. It may not be the easiest way forward, but when your heart leaps at the prospect of it, know something truly special is unfolding for you through that pathway. Trust where your heart is leading you. I mean, this is just beautiful, and it's just a culmination of the Lover's energy and the Three of Cups energy, and it's just like, be open to whatever. Stop limiting yourself. Stop saying, oh, this is the only person I can love. I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want that. That's not, it's never gonna be. That's not the way the universe works. Doesn't matter what your human doesn't want, wants. Doesn't matter. Because it's like a soul-to-soul connection. So take out all the requirements and all the things like, I need to have it like this. Can you let everything go? All attachments, outcomes, expectations, and trust, and surrender to the universe, to God, to your higher self. And allow for the love to come in, and allow for the happiness, allow for this newness, this joy to find you. All right, Cancer. We have one last advice card for Cancer, please. Okay, the right one needs to come out for you, I guess. Go with the flow. And that's what it is. Surrender and go with the flow and allow things to flow in. Like, it's exactly what I was saying. Stop putting any attachment to what and who should be coming in to partner with you or whatever it is, because it's all there for you already. It's tapping in, but it's not about knowing. That's the thing. It's not about knowing. You don't need to know what's coming next. Can you be okay with that and surrender to the unknown? And just know that love is finding its way, and know that you're being asked this week to step it up a notch and go to different places and socialize a little bit more. I love it. I really do. All right, Cancer, I love you so much. Check your rising and moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And thank you to my beautiful Cancer that donates to me often. I love you. And join my Ko-fi. I do monthly memberships or one-offs. And also check out my podcast Wednesdays and Sundays right here on YouTube. I love you so much. I'll see you next week. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We have Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. And we have this groundhog holding on to a heart. And he or she is wearing a talisman around her neck, which is kind of cool. Anyways. Okay, time to let go. It's like clear as day. There's some of you are holding on to an outcome, to an expectation. You're holding on to a part of your life that you're playing small in. You're holding on to a relationship, a career. You're holding on to something in your life that is not getting you anywhere. It's not like bringing you closer to anything. It's just like an old energy. It's a person that's just there, that is not uplifting you anymore. There's like an energy here. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be your job, it could be your career, it could be a project that you've been working on for umpteenth years. It's just not going anywhere. It could be an ideology you have in your limited belief system. You know, it could be a lot of things here that you're holding on to, you're attaching to dear life, and it's like unclench and let it go. It's no longer serving you. And we're ready for the new. Can you come and join us on the new and the unknown? So this is your energy here. We got the King of Stars, which is the King of Wands, which is you, Leo, the alchemist. Now the King of Wands is you, and here he's gorgeous. His blue eyes. Anyway, there's a wing behind him, but whatever this is, I kind of like it because it's very all over the place. There's lots of like energy and colors and patterns, because you're not like a straight-laced kind of person, man or woman watching, right? Where you very much have ideas always like running around in your head, and that's why it's so hard to let things go, because you're like, no, I'm like fixed. I know that this is coming up and I need to like hold on to it, and it's like, no. The King of Wands is a very self-assured king. He is a super creative, very good entrepreneur, very bold, very fearless, very like on top of the world kind of thing, very outgoing, charismatic. But also, I mean, that's what I'm getting here. So this is about you, or maybe someone else in your life. And the 9 is the retreat contemplation. This is the Hermit card, which is a Virgo showing up here. It's interesting because the energies are completely different, right? This is a Hermit, go into your cave, do a lot of contemplation, retreat. And this one is like, no, I'm bold and I'm joining the party. I'm actually making the party, right? So it's interesting. Okay, let me just see. The challenge is the 7 of Pentacles, just Taurus energy. 7 of Pentacles is patience. Again, not King of Wands. It's patience, and it's allowing things to grow, but you're impatient. You want things right now. I'm actually going to look at them all. Ooh, 8 of Angels in reverse. Confusion, 8 of Swords. Wow, so what is going on in your mind right now? I love it. It's kind of beautiful, and that's why Let It Go is here. Because you have a lot of plans with this King of Wands. You have a lot of ideas in your head. There's a lot of, you have a vision. Your vision is very bold. You're ready to, I mean, does it have to be you? It could be someone else in your life too that's helping you along the way. I just feel it is you because it's Leo and it's just showing up here as that. It's like, there's a creativity within you that is like emerging, but also there is this wise sage here, And is it you needing to take this energy, this wild energy, and regress a little bit, like step back? Oh, this could be that. That's what it is. Step back into the nothing, into that inner cave. Can you tame that energy right now? Which is really interesting, because I would be like, yo, energy, like creative. You have a lot of ideas coming up, popping up in your head. Maybe you're having a hard time doing a triage, you know, like you're like, okay, my God, I want to write a book, I want to do a film, I want to start a new business, I want to become a lawyer, I want to do this, and then you have all these things. You're like, this is what that is, I feel. And it's like, can you take a few steps back, Leo, right now, so you can contemplate each of them, go within your heart and ask, is this this is where I need to go? No. Okay, but I really feel it in my heart. When you get a no, it doesn't mean that it's a no, it's just a no right now. Can you surrender to that and allow it? Because your challenge is that you can't. No, you're like, no, I want it now. Right, Leo? I want it now. I don't give a shit what the freaking spirit is saying. I want it right now. I want this relationship to work. I want this. I'm going to continue being a stubborn, I'm being a king of wands. I'm going to go for it. But spirit is like, yo, take 10,000 steps back and be patient, but you're not. And in doing so, and not being patient, you're causing confusion in your life. You're causing yourself to be like, the Eight of Swords is like, I don't want to see. This Eight of Swords in reserve is, I see it, but I am still a big ball of stress. Right? So your message is to let go. Right? And let grow, right? Let go, let it flow, let it grow. I do that, like, I do a reading like that if you are a member on my Ko-fi, by the way. It's okay, it's kind of interesting, it's fun. But here you have yourself fully not trusting in the universe, in your higher self, in God. You are stuck in your mind here. You're stuck in your ego. Your ego continuously is telling you you're not enough. You need to go. You need to do more. You need to work more. You need to have all the ideas. You need to do everything. It's a constant. What are you doing? What do you mean you stop work? No. You need to go back to work. You need to work 75 hours a week. You need to 70 a day. Never mind. You need to do this. You need to do that. It's like a constant fucking chatter in your head. And the groundhog is like, can you let it go? It's almost like funny, because the groundhog reverts into his hole, and it's this idea. It's, can you go back into your shadow? Like a little bit. Can you go back? We need to take some time, a lot of time here, Leo. It's not about hard work. It's not about like putting hours. It's not about like going to the extreme of life. You're too focused on the external, and you focusing so much on that has you divided and separated from your inner work, right? And the inner work is asking you to do fuck all. Nothing. Can you stand back and contemplate and reflect, but not on what you have to do next, on emptying the mind? And it seems to me that you can't, because you have a goal in your head and you're continuously going. But I'm going to tell you right now, the more that you work and put energy into something that is not supposed to be right now, like we all have different, we're all here as one for sure, but right now it's a human journey. We're all leading different kinds of lives, and each one of us, like, I'm a Leo rising. I want to write a book, and I keep getting no, not yet. It's not it yet. Can you let it go? And I let it go. because it's pointless for me to write a story that is not the right time for me to write the story. It's like trusting. It's trusting that you don't need all that extra. You don't need it all. But yeah, I need, like, you don't know what you're talking about, Sabrina. I need to work extra hard so I can go on vacation. But can you trust that the universe will give you that vacation? Like, it's listening to not this, not the fear and the anxiety, the stress, the worry, the uncertainty, the doubt. It's not listening to this. It's listening, going into that hermit mode and trusting that inner voice that says, no, don't work extra hard. Don't do this. Do this. This is like if you listen to my intro, I talk about this, and it's taken me years to trust that inner voice, and it's very uncomfortable, but it's necessary, and it's like a message that's coming to you, because the Eight of Swords in reverse is like, you will never find happiness and freedom and joy in the constant doing. And the constant, like, I gotta be the best, I gotta have the spotlight on me, I gotta be like a star, I gotta be the fame, everyone needs to see me as the coach, the leader, the spiritual. There's a beautiful hawk there, and it's beautiful. It's not that you're not here to be special, you're not here to be that. You're here to be you. And trust the unknown, and then you'll see that the uniqueness will shine. But in the meantime, stop attaching to this external world. That's what it is. It's like, let go. Can you let go, Leo? This is big for you, Leo. Very big. It's not about people looking at you and say, look at her, she's amazing. Look at him, he's so great. Who cares? These are just opinions, which have no weight. This is a big thing. I feel like it's coming through everybody. The Rainbow Prince, compensation, perseverance, right? Trust in the rainbow, right? Trust in the rainbow. To me are the colors, the energy of God and universe. Like compensation, abundance is yours already. You know, perseverance in a sense, like, can you continuously persevere by surrendering to God and the universe? It's a huge. And your other advice is Yeshe Sogial. 333 is the frequency, so that's perhaps a frequency that you could listen to this week. It's number 33. Very nice. I love that we got a feline here for you, Leo. I feel like we got this already once for you. Interesting. Or it was a lion. I think you got the lion last time. You always get felines. You shall overcome all obstacles. Success is imminent, so stay connected to your path no matter what, and continue to apply yourself. Allow your spiritual path to support you in all areas of your life. Live by your spiritual beliefs. Seek out the support of your spiritual brothers and sisters for help when needed, but also trust that you are intimately and directly connected to the powerful divine light within. There can be a dramatic healing breakthrough when you rely upon your spiritual connection. How many times can you say spiritual in a paragraph? Like, hello. Anyways. A negative time is drawing to a close and encourages in commitment to the task of overcoming negativities through spiritual practices suited to you. It doesn't matter if you feel like a beginner or are uncertain of how to meditate, for example. Yeshi Tsogyal became an enlightened because she made progress one step at a time, attracting the right teachers and guides to assist her. You have the precious gift of such a path. It is good karma to have such a path, and it creates further good karma when you pursue it. I mean, karma. I think it's a thing of the past, but it's fine. This to me feels like you're on your path. Now, can you trust this path? Right? Of contemplation, of reflection, of going within. Can you trust that which is unfolding for you without looking for something extra to add on to the path? Can you trust this? This is like big. Leo. Okay. So it's really surrendering. Surrendering to this inner truth within you, this, that appears to be very uncomfortable, and it's the discomfort is a reaction by your ego at all times. Like, no, you got to do more. You got to do no. It's like all this you know right away that the ego is in play. When it's like trying to explain something to you, it's trying to make you feel like shit, it's trying to, express your joy. Raise your vibration. Express your joy. We're at a place right now where we're needing to truly trust, and I think we say this every week, but it's fine because you're unable. You have a harder time surrendering. You have this preordained idea in your head that this is how we work. We need to work hard. We have to be like stars and famous and this and that and that and that. And it's like, no. Can you trust that feline inside you is going to lead you on the right path? To joy, to freedom, to love. That there's nothing outside of you that you need to get you there. This is huge work. All right, Leo. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And I will see you next week. Join my podcasts on Wednesdays and Saturdays as well. Love you. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got 38, lizard spirit, dream the world into being. What does that mean? So to a practical sign, it's very challenging to be a dreamer, because in the Virgo mind, Virgos have a plan. I have a plan before, during, and after. I know where I'm going. I already have a forecast of my life. I already have an idea of what I'm doing with. I have my good job. I'm going to stick to it. I'm happy with it. I have my good relation. It's all kind of planned already in your mind. And it's like, can you toss that aside for now? All these plans that you think you have that are not even, maybe even the right plans for you. It's like that human has this imaginary plan in their mind that I'm going to have a relationship at this age. I'm going to make money. I'm going to be this. I'm going to have my children at this age. I'm going to la 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 la. It's like, wow, man, you've completely gone totally against the whole divine plan, right? Which was yours to start with, which is you just trusting that all will fall into place. And this is it. Can you dream the world into being? Is meaning, can you trust in those daydreams? Can you trust in the dreams that you're having? Can you can you live a little bit more in that creative dreamer world where your reality is actually, but you've all set yourself up, right, for success. And maybe there was failure along the way. If there was failure along the way, it was like a given. Because you're forcing something. You're forcing a dream into being, instead of just allowing and just reveling in a dream. So I'm going to show you this. I don't remember the cards exactly, but when I pulled them out, I was like, oh, Virgo. I was like, okay, let's go. The first one is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So the King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a earth sign in reverse. This to me is when the King of Pentacles is in reverse, is that like this, he's loyal, trustworthy, hardworking. In reverse, takes things personally, right? Taurus energy. Someone is like, don't F with me, because I'm gonna get you. Like you don't F with the Taurus, like a King of Pentacles. if you cheat, like they could like cheat, take money from you. It's like vindictive a little bit, but in a they take things personally. I want to see what this is for you. This could be your job. This could be you have an altercation. You're have like a riff or an altercation with your partner, with your boss, with your colleagues, with a bank manager, with like a financial investor. This could be that too. It could be a government official when it comes to money. You know, this is all about financial stability, which is a little bit rocky right now with this in reverse. It could be that your partner is maybe taking money from you, but let's see. I want to make sure. The Temperance card, interesting. The Sagittarius energy. The Temperance is balance. The 5 of Hearts. The 5 of Cups is sorrow. Sorrow is your challenge. And I'll keep this one after. Or I'll keep it now because I think I know what it is. Yeah. It's the Devil in reverse. These are huge cards. Just saying. Like this thing is falling off me. Okay. Capricorn. Taurus. These are your sister signs. Saggy is fire, and this is 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy. So we have you. That's why this is really like we have you in a place of disarray, in a place of in realization that you're like maybe certain people of certain Virgos right now are in a place in your life where yeah, I may have envisioned this, I may have this was part of my plan, but it's not really going the way I thought I was going to feel. I'm not as happy as I thought I was going to be. I truly believe that this partner was the right one for me. I truly believe that this job was the right one for me. I truly believe that this my financial situation is where I wanted to be. You know, like this is the King of Pentacles. I truly felt like this was the right route when it came to my money and finances and job and career or even my partnership. And I'm in the middle of trying to balance all of this out, but I'm trying to make things work. You know, you Virgo is trying to be the better person and trying to make things better for you and for your partner and for others. But all you do is keep hitting a wall of tears. You keep hitting like you keep seeing that it's just not working. And the Devil in reverse is like it's not. You have manipulated this situation to work for you, and now it's working against you, and you're like, what is going on? And I feel like, obviously not every Virgo here, but I feel this Virgo here that's watching, it's like you can't control. You got to stop controlling your future or your present. This is what I want and I'm going to get it. And Virgos usually do, and you're freaking stubborn and you usually get what you want 100%. And you're resilient and you'll like go through all the dredges of life and you'll figure it out, and you'll allow people around you to stomp on you, and yet you'll get up again and you'll like, you know. But I feel like there's this energy here that's saying enough. You're not surrendering to your divine path. You're controlling your every move to get what your human mind wants. I chose to marry this man, this woman. I chose to go out with this person. I chose this job. I chose this. I chose this. I chose this. I chose this. So I'm sticking to it until it breaks me down again. And when it breaks me down, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to figure it out. And that universe and God is like, yo, what are you doing? I'm sure you're getting higher self messages too, saying, what's up with you? Why are you so adamant on following this rule that's in your head? Why are you so adamant of following your ego? The ego makes you play small. The ego makes you be okay with control and manipulation. And you're like, I'm not manipulating. I'm in control of my life, Sabrina. But you're not supposed to be in control of your life. That's the thing. This is where it's like, what do you mean? Of course I have to be in control of my life. No. You don't have to, but it's best to surrender the control. Control, first of all, the word control is ego. It's the matrix, it's the illusion that, oh, you need to be in control of your life or else you're a zero. I'm relinquishing control. I don't want no control. Like, no, I used to control my life too. Control how my boyfriend should speak to me. How, like, what the fuck? It's only bringing you sorrow. It's only bringing you, like, you're constantly working for something that is not even part of your divine path. It's only part of your human path. And I know this is a human experience, but can you relinquish? Can you surrender? Why must you be on top? Why must you win? Why must you be the one that's in control of everything? Why must everything happen according to your mind? That's my vision board, Sabrina. This is the way I see it. Why can't you find the happy middle? And why can't you just let it go? And like, see it as what it is. So the relationship is not working. Why am I trying to fix it and heal it and repair it and keep it? Because what are other people going to think? Or what, it's the father or the mother of my children. Or, it's like always finding an explanation or a reason or justification for something. And that's not the way it is. Your soul doesn't find justification. Only your ego does. The mind will find it. And it's not about rejecting the mind and the ego. I never imply that. It's there, but it's about taming it. And not allowing it to control you. Because I know you're like, well, it's not very realistic, Sabrina, what you're saying, like, let it go, and things have to be done. I guess if that's where your world is, if you truly believe in the illusion and you truly want to work in this limited world, which is very boxed world, then you can go ahead and live it like this, right? But I'm assuming you're here because you're open enough to hear a little bit more outside the box. Because I don't work in the box. And here I feel like you are playing too much in it. And it's like, can you find that courage within you to let go? Can you find that courage within you to surrender to the divine, which is you? Why must you dot the I's and cross the T's in your life? Why must the checklist be checked? If it's not fulfilling you, aligning with you, then there's a reason. And that's what I feel is coming up. These messages are showing you in your life that, like, it's like an interest. I know it's very like, we have no idea. We are coming into the knowing of the unknown, right? It's all an unknown. You have no idea, and everyone, like a Virgo, is like, what do you mean I know exactly where I'm supposed to be going. And it's a big no, sorry. You have no idea. You could have put a plan in place, and you could, things are like you're checking off on your list, but that's just in that box. There's so much more. And you keep limiting yourself to the box. Instead of surrendering and saying, okay, the divine, my higher self, which is my future self that has already lived this life, I give it up to you. I trust you, which is me. I trust me. I trust me in this. I'm not going to put so much limitation on my life. I'm not going to, like, I have to achieve this, achieve that, achieve that. I'm gonna live my life with my children, with my single life, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my husband, my wife, whatever. But I'm gonna not cage anybody. I'm not gonna cage myself either. I'm going to release myself from the prison. And I'm going to live in the dream world again. And this is like a big wake-up call for Virgo. Big one. It's like your cage is getting tighter and tighter. The prison walls are closing in. And you're still sticking to the checklist. No, I gotta do that. I gotta fix, I gotta repair, heal, cure. I gotta fix everybody in my life. It has to fit. It has to fit my plan. And it's not working. And some Virgos are like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I feel I'm buried. I'm like, I gotta surrender to the unknown. And this is what this is. Yes, you do. Can you trust the divine in you? Your advice is, wow. The High Lord of gratitude and service. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. Right? This is like the Dalai Lama, which I'm not a big fan of, but like it's like whatever, the divine within you. Can you trust it? Can you get humble again, that you don't have to follow these rules, these like massive expectations that you've put on yourself of how a man should be, a woman, how the relationship should be, how this should be, how, according to your guidelines, according to your restrictions, according to your thing. Can you release it all and start from fresh, beginner mind? That's huge. I know I'm asking a lot from you. But to release that control mind. Because control, devil energy does not work in a new evolved world. It does not work. It will work within your box. It'll go from one side to the next side to the next side. But as the box slowly closes in, as it slowly collapses, you're going to be like looking for air. And now is the time to just trust. Seraph of 963 Hertz is your advice. She is the cover of this book. So I'm gonna see 21, 963 Hertz. Listen to it this week. Might help you find clarity. So her message is: practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest in miraculous magic. When we go through a struggle and are somehow fortunate enough to recognize the protective and healing action of divine grace intervening on our behalf, we can shift to such gratitude. We just want to kiss the sky and sing a love song to the universe. That was a long sentence. Then we are in touch with our own inner seraph, which is the angels. I mean, it's time to, both of these cards are kind of giving you the same idea. It's time to trust in that inner daydreamer, in that inner dreamer, in that inner rebel, that alchemist within you. Not the one outside that has to have everything according to a plan, a guideline, a rules of this is the way it is, this is the way it should be, this is how he should be, this is how she, but it's not about that. It's like releasing yourself and surrendering to you, the divine. So one last message for Virgo, please. Right. seek the hidden treasure. Again, that's kind of beautiful. Again, this like seek that hidden treasure within you. Everyone has it. It's the hidden treasure is the unknown, which is scary for you, Virgo. I know it is. It's scary for every earth sign. It's scary for every water sign. It's the divine feminine energy. It's very scary. Because it's like, you know, even though the divine feminine is all about the void, you know, but it's still, it's like, it's the moon energy, right? It's that deep emotion and energy. You like your feet on the ground, Virgo. You like to know things. But this whole journey is about not knowing anything. Not knowing who your soul-to-soul connection is. And trusting that the universe is going to bring him or her along with you, to you. Is to trust that maybe you're not supposed to have children. Maybe you're supposed to have children. Maybe, you know, like trust in the nothingness of life. If you are healing, fixing, repairing something or someone in your life, you are outside of the dream world and you're in this illusion again, because you're not here to do any of those things. The same way I'm not here to heal or fix or repair you guys. I'm just here to guide you. And then you take this information and you do what you will with it, week after week. All right, take this, let it sit, and let it go away. And trust. Just trust. This is all about trust. All right, I love you so much, Virgo. Check your rising and your moon for the messages. Also join my Ko-fi membership, where you can get exclusive membership, exclusive readings just for you monthly. Or you can one-off donate to me. I really appreciate it. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. Check out my podcast, my podcast on Wednesdays and Saturdays too. So 3 times you can hear Sabrina in a week. All right, I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. You got this. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We have Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. 28, 10, 1, new beginning. I love this energy because Libra, I mean, I've been following you for, I've been doing this, I don't know how many years now, 4 years or 3 years now. And if you've been here that long, clearing out the clutter means, yeah, it could be spring or autumn cleaning for sure. It could be like you having to release yourself from material possessions, like, you know, we always wanting more and more and more, and it's like, okay, like we don't really need to have that. But it also could be people in your life, energies. It could be, I don't know, clearing out the clutter to me feels energy-wise that there are probably a lot of people in your life that you keep holding on to that's not necessary. So let's just see what it means with the cards. We have the Six of Swords, Angels, which is transition, which is kind of interesting to start with, because this is getting on a boat and getting out of something, leaving something behind, leaving an old, like a relationship or friends or family members or people that are not aligned with you. That's what the Six of Swords is. Six of Swords is like packing your bags and moving into a new adventure. Maybe it's traveling. It's like leaving behind the Five of Swords, which was an energy of vengeance or an energy of lying or cheating or stabbing you in the back, you know, that kind of energy. So let's see what else is showing up. All right. The Five of Angels, withdrawal, which is what I just said. Wow. Okay, let's go. The challenge is the Page of Cups, which it could be your children, could be people younger than you. It just could be that the Five of Pentacles, limitation. Wow, this is deep. Okay, Libra, I thought Virgo was deep, but yours is deep as well. Here you are clearing out a lot of clutter. This is like deeper. This is not even people. It's like things that are within you. like the Five of Pentacles is your money, your finances, is your poverty mindset, your security, like you're feeling that you can't go on. You're holding on to perhaps someone in your life because of financial security. They're your comfort blanket. Some of you are challenged by your children. They're perhaps holding on to you. They're like there's like a lot of expectation here. There's a lot of like words. Probably communication sucks. You have like a communication problem with like a parent, a family, like a sibling or friends, family. There's something going on here, which is huge, Libra. And you've wanted to leave for the longest time. We start with the Six of Swords. It's like you've wanted to make this transition, this shift. You've wanted to leave this partnership, this job, these people, and it's like very heavy in your mind. It has withdrawal here. This could also be you like wanting to end an addiction of yours, whether it's smoking, alcohol, whether it's gambling because of the Five of, or this addiction of love. Because the Page of Cups in reverse is kind of interesting, because the Page of Cups is this energy of naivety, idealism, and it's almost like, I don't know, wow. I get like some of you have tried really hard to step away from whatever this heavy energy is. Is it a person? Is it like an addiction? Is it a behavior, a pattern that you keep on bringing back over and over? Is it like a person that you keep on, okay, giving them a second chance, a fifth chance, a 10th chance, and they keep hurting you, and they keep like betraying you, your trust, and then you're always finding yourself back at this circle, right? And you're like, okay, I'll give them another chance, because you want to believe in people. And this could be your children, or people younger than you. It doesn't have to be, though. It could just be people in your life that have vile words, by the way. A lot of sources, not people that are like quiet. This is Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus. I mean, these are all people with big words to say. So there could be a lot of fighting on you, internal fighting, internal struggle that you are experiencing because of these people, and you always coming back with love, ultimately unconditional love for this person, but they keep betraying your trust in a certain way, and they will continuously do so, is what I'm getting, if you continue this trajectory. So what are you afraid of, Libra? What are you holding on to? Where in your life do you feel not secure and confident enough to say goodbye to this person who is constantly rejecting you, or lying to you, or just, they don't even have to be, they could just be not really providing anything extra for you. Like maybe some of you are in a comfort, platonic, like a very monotone zone in your life, in this relationship, in this friendship, or whatever, and it's just like it's not doing anything for you, and you're still hanging on to it because of what other people are going to say, because da da da, but it's like it's killing you inside. And it's almost like the Page of Cups kind of energy is this child within you that is always seeking that love, that's seeking that unconditional love from this person, and they still continuously reject you, or shoot you down, or make you feel unworthy. And that's what you're clearing here. This is what you're being asked to clear. This is like a very big step for you, Libra. was going to call you Aquarius, but it's a big step for you that needs to be addressed. It's if it's an addiction, like it's something that needs to look into too. Like, why do you keep holding on to that, right? What are you afraid of? Anyone who is addicted to something is just masking what is their fear. You know, why do you feel like you need to hold on or attach to someone in your life if they're not willing to make changes with you along the way, kind of thing? That's that feeling. There could be a very big disappointment with your children, or your children have betrayed you in a certain way, or it could be your parents, your partners. There's anyone here that has, like, you keep continuously, there's a part of you that's like, okay, I gotta go, I gotta leave, I gotta do it, and then you get caught back in the web of like, why are you leaving? And it's like a web of connivingness, almost like a fear of like, how much you think you don't even have money, how can you can't even live without me, kind of feeling. You don't even you know, like, there's a way of words here. They have a way of words with you, and they are victims, like pity victims. Like, I just said victims, right? You know, it's like there's a denial here. There's a lot of like, like a very childhood trauma and tragedy or whatever showing up here, that's hindering you from making the next moves. But remember, that is what happened for you to build the strength that you are, as the warrior that you are right now. Try not to hold on to what was, because it's over. And in the present moment right now, how are you feeling and where are you at? Well, Sabrina, I don't have really money, so I do depend on him. Or, you know, you know, it's my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. Like, I have to, you know, the obligations of the matrix world. It's all like inside you. If this is coming up for you to always constantly leave, and then there's something that stops you, pay attention to what it is that's stopping you all the time. Well, because I have children, we shouldn't get divorced, or because I have children, or because I don't have enough money, or money, children, words. I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with these people. I don't want to deal. You know, there could be a whole bunch of things, like I said before. Wow, I need to see this advice. The keeper of the scales, fairness, balance. Wow, okay. 38 is 28. This is you, balance, the Queen of Swords. Right? It's like, I almost feel like, in this case, it's like the keeper of scales. Like, yes, you are always seeking fairness and I can't leave because then the person, you know, but it's like finding the balance within you first. Can you do that? Where are you out of balance in your life, Libra? Where do you constantly have to, like, always, it's like the Libras of the world are always doing this, especially in relationships. They always want to find like the middle ground. But where are you uncompensating yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're always compensating for the other person, but by giving more energy, by giving more time, by, you know, like, it's like, why can't you trust that first instinct that comes to you? Why can't you trust that God, the universe, your higher self will provide for you? Why must you follow a rule? You're an air sign. You don't like rules to start with. This is like, it's like disturbing to me, because this feels to me like the Five of Swords is this energy of knowing sneakiness, knowing where your vulnerability is, and continuously attacking that. So pay attention the signs, the messages coming to you. I feel like clearing the clutter is a big one for you this week, for the next few weeks and months ahead of you. Your fears of not having enough money, your fears of not being good enough, your fears of not being loved by your children, or your fears of, you know, like, or your children using things against you, or whatever this is. It feels uncomfortable to me, but this discomfort, like your initial intuition to leave must be met. Like, it must be paid attention to, because you get lost in all of this after. And it's not a first time you're hearing this. You're in a loop, a constant loop. Recognize the loop. Recognize the pattern that you're at. Recognize the behavior of how you react and respond to things, and how they respond. You know what I'm saying? This is very interesting right now to pay attention to, because you find yourself back always in the same thing again, over and over again. Your final advice card is the Epsilon Modulation. Interesting. 28. Interesting. Everything is new beginnings here. 28. You read it. Gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. Reaching inspired spiritual heights requires commitment to developing powerful deep roots. A mature creative offering takes longer to produce than that which is ephemeral and swiftly supplanted by whatever is next. To embrace the patience required for such building, surrender the need for immediate gratification. We must become so confident in the authenticity and value of our process that we are not in need of external evidence to bolster our courage. This oracle asks you to ground yourself, believe in your potential, commit to your path, and be patient to great things that can happen for you. Beautiful. And this is like a 0.5 hertz, which is I think the Earth frequency, which is so beautiful. I was listening to that tuning fork yesterday. That's something you can listen to. There's a big guidance here for you to really trust yourself, right? Trust that initial, like for me, it's the Six of Swords that keeps showing up for you to clear that clutter, to clear that energy, to clear your energy. Trust it, because it's your soul saying you need to get out of that box that you're in. You keep going back into the same loop over and over again, Libra, and recognize what that is for you. That's the work that needs to be done for you. You can always do an Akashic Records reading for that, but also be of service. Interesting. Be of service. Love yourself. Be of service. Be of service to yourself. Not of service to others. I mean, it's always beautiful to be of service to others, but unconditionally loving them. But to a point where, but I unconditionally love my partner even if he brings me down left, right, and center. There's a little difference there, right? You have to recognize that. Because if you're constantly trying to one-up somebody or up, that's not the unconditional love. Love is just there. And it's we're not here to appease to other people. We're just here to be. And that's the big challenge of humanity is well, I have to compromise, I have to be like this, and that. It's no. That's not the way it works. I mean, that's not the way it works for me. It's this is me. And this is you. So we live together in unison, and we figure it out as we go. And if we're connected, we're connected. And if we're not, then we're not. It's not me trying to one-up him or her. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Or one down. It's like that happy balance that you always seek in relationships doesn't mean that you have to compromise yourself. So where in your life are you compromising yourself, Libra? And where in your life are you afraid of not having, or what have you? Again, I forgot to shout out Teri from the Ko-fi membership. Thank you for your support. Wow, I forget it at the beginning of the thing. Okay, this is your message. Deep, 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 as usual. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, join me on Ko-fi if you're not. Support me on a monthly basis, or one-off donate to me. You can also super thanks me on YouTube. Like, comment, share, and subscribe because it helps my channel. And podcast Wednesdays and Saturdays. You get 3 times Sabrina. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got Coyote Spirit, Trust, and Divine Detours. Now, if I got this a few years ago, I'd be like, this. But I love this card. Like, I love the Tower card now. This to me feels like all the detours, the rejections, the blockages, the obstacles, the shutdowns, the no's that you get are the biggest blessings that you can have in your life. I like actually thrive, and I wait for this to happen to me now. I'm like, oh, I completely got rejected. Of course, at the moment I feel like, oh, but I love it because I'm like, okay, it's not the right time right now. So I'm getting this rejection because it's not because of me and whatever and what I'm feeling inside. It's because this is not the right time for this union, or this is not the right time for this job offer. It's not the right time for money, whatever. It's just like, can you trust these? Because we have a fixation. We have these expectations and attachment to outcomes in our minds and visions of how where we should be and how we should be. And if you didn't listen to my intro, I talk about that. And it's like, who cares what your mind wants you to be doing right now? Because it's not important. Because we're moving into an unknown. We are in the unknown. Can you accept the unknown? Why do you need to be making this much money at this time? Because I'm 35, I should be doing this. Who said that? The movies? The media? The school system? The education? You know, like, who cares? What are you following, people? Other people's standards? The same way like that stupid diet, that the freaking pyramid of this is what you need to eat. 14 proteins, whatever it is, like 4 to 6 fruits, 6, and like, oh my God, people. Who are you trusting, right? This is divine detours. It's like, no, this is not where you're supposed to be. Just take a chill pill. Step back, please. Can you see the no as the biggest yes in the world? Can you see this like, oh, no, I'm sorry, there's no plane tickets available for your trip. Okay, can you see that? Say, okay, then it's not my right time to go to travel right now. Can you see things like that and accept them and just let things flow? I love it. So here we go, Scorpio. We have the 5 of Wands, diversity. The 5 of Wands is personal struggle. It's fighting with yourself, fighting with other people. It's the rejections, the detours again. It's competition. It's the struggle. It's like, well, everyone else is doing this and I'm not. I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Or I'm sitting here and like, I should be doing something. I should be working harder. I should be with a mate. You know, like, it's all this like silliness. 5 of Wands, Leo energy. Spotlight. I need to be somewhere where I'm not. The 10 of Hearts in reverse. The 10 of Cups is happiness, culmination in reverse. not there yet, right? It's not there yet, so you're like, oh my God, it's the end of the world for me. That's the idea. It's like, oh, I'm not living in my happy family yet. Maybe some of you are, and kudos to you. Like maybe there's somewhere in your life, I haven't found the perfect partner. I haven't found that perfect job. I'm not making the big money. I'm like, this is this. And it's like, yeah, of course I'm not. Five of Wands. Like, of course I'm not, because I'm a loser, because I'm this, because I'm that, and it's like, whoa. Right? Maybe this is the reason why I've done this. You're not going to be happy because you want something, because you have a fixation. You have like a vision in your head, and the universe is like, we don't want those visions. Those visions of an old energy. We're moving into something completely new. Can you be okay with that? Ooh, usually they don't allow. This is the Moonchild. Like the star seed to me, in reverse, and the moon energy. Right? The moon energy is what? Is these emotions, like you're hiding. I'm gonna like pull out the other card. The Four of Pentacles, growth. I love this energy for you right now. Because what does it mean to you? This means a lot. This is like, not only you, Scorpio, but everybody. Fighting, you're fighting with yourself. You're continuously like, you're causing unhappiness. You're causing the chained feeling. You're causing the patterns to keep coming back over and over and over again. And you're burying it all the same. And you're like, no. Like, and you're like, I have to deal with this on my own. I have to figure this out. There's a lot of tears. There's a lot of emotions coming up for you. A lot. A lot of you are suppressing these emotions, though. Do not suppress these emotions. Release this. Your things are not working out the way that you had imagined them to work out. That's what it seems like here with this. It's like you had a vision. Oh, you had a vision of your life, and things are not as like it seems. It's not as it seems. The moon, right? You had an idea, this is supposed to happen, things are not working out for you, you're not happy. Some of you are not happy with your careers, with your relationships, with whatever this, it could be anything right now that you're struggling with. Where are you not happy in your life? Are you freeing yourself from this? Are you releasing that limitation from you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, have you forgotten that you're a moon child, a star child, a star seed, a light worker, a light, a soul, an infinite being of light, a divine being? I think you've forgotten, Scorpio, that we came in fully in love, fully pure. And we came here to learn these human experiences, not to experience these human experiences, and we have. But along the way, you've lost your way. And it's okay. Right? And can you be okay with the fact that all this is part of your growth experience on Earth? That everything that is not working out for you is actually the best thing for you. That's what I'm getting here. It's like, can you be okay with that? Because the Four of Trees is growth. The Four of Trees is the Four of Pentacles. Is foundation. It's like bringing you back to the basics. Bringing you back to, like, it's manifestation. Like your seeds have already been planted eons ago. Why can't you just wait for it to grow according to your plan, your divine plan? Why must it be working according to a mind plan that you have? You are in detour mode right now. So some of you feel stuck. Some of you feel like the world is conspiring against you, that the universe is like, that your emotions are all over the place. Can you see it as the best thing ever? Can you see it as at that germination time, that fertilization time? Can you see it as like it's just about to sprout into something really beautiful, and it's just there, and yes, it's going to be a little uncomfortable. You know, and some of them it's like, well, I haven't had enough water, so I'm not going to sprouting soon. And that's you, like, oh my God, what do you mean? I can't get up there, you know? and the universe is like, can you be okay with that? And the next rainfall, the next time you shed those tears and you release those toxins, is when you will sprout. Can you be okay with the unknown timing that is happening, which is divine timing, that you have no idea about? It has nothing to do with your schedule book, your calendar, or anything of these ideas that you have in your head. Well, this is where I want to be, and it's not allowed, you know, it's not where I am a loser, I'm a failure. No. What is the advice? My second spirit animal, my first spirit animal, and my second is a raven, but the first one is the phoenix. Resurrection, surrender to change. It's kind of exactly what you are doing here. You're in this mode. You're in change mode. Like we need to be unhappy before to understand happiness in this polarized world. We need to understand unhappiness. Right? To feel the good, you need to feel the evil. To feel, like, you know, to feel the freedom, we need to feel the fear. So right now, you're at the ends of this. You're still struggling with it, and you're like, why? You keep asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Why am I here? What, like, I'm supposed to be somewhere else. Like, again, says who? Like, what is, like, can you trust where you are? Can you trust you're at the pinnacle? You know, I always say, like, you know, there's always that place, the fool. He's at the edge. He's like, oh, I don't know if I want to leap. I don't know. No. And he does, or she does. He could have turned back, or should have turned back and just gone into the comfort zone, but they chose to go. Even if it feels like, oh my God, there's like the world is going against you. When that happens to you, when there's the world going against you, when people are going against you, those are like times right now where I'm like, oh, I'm exactly where I need to be. Because I'm not here to be a follower. I'm here to lead. But so is everyone else. And it's a concept that no one understands. Well, how can we all lead? Because there's not supposed to be leaders. We are all masters of the light. We came in as one. We're all masters of the light. So can we, some of us are a bit more accepting of the unknown, and some of us are not going to start continuously play in this little matrix game. And so that's why there's like leaders and masters, the guiders right now. But we're all going to the same thing. We are all the same. No one is more special than the other one. No one is higher. That's the whole thing. And here you are at a place in your life, wherever it's making you uncomfortable, can you be okay with that discomfort? Can you see it as the biggest blessing that you have right in front of you right now? Scorpio. Whatever has held you back, whatever has like brought you to this place is you're burning from the ashes. You're rising right now, and success is waiting for you. Everything that you had to go through is leading to this beautiful moment. So for me, I feel like manifestations incoming. So please don't stop here. Don't get stuck in that detour. Don't get stuck in that storyline that someone did this to you and then they betrayed me, or I just got thieved. Everything happened for you to surpass it and say, okay, it happened. Over. I trust. So your last advice is Lasya of Parvati. 32. 5. Change. Changes in the air with this beautiful phoenix. Time to rise from the ashes. So let's see this. 35. 35? No. No, I said, what did I say? I said 5. 32. Jesus. Okay. 32, 5. Okay. It's okay, Sabrina. I'll figure it out one day. When her oracle appears, there is an opportunity to heal one's mother's wounds. No, one's mother wounds and one's relationship with the feminine more generally. She helps heal wounded hearts and teaches us how to belong to ourselves just as we are, rather than abandoning ourselves to please others. Big one. Give up the notion that the deepest issues require the most difficult path to heal. Let her Lascia dance of happiness and grace unveil a gentler, more loving way. I feel like she's the wife of the wild god Shiva. Parvati stimulates her husband's passion through her skillful practice of yoga. He is roused from meditation by the powerful energy she generates, and he performs his fierce cosmic dance, Tandava, which brings an end to that which needs to be annihilated so new life can emerge. She almost reminds me of Mary Magdalene. Okay. This is very interesting, actually. Okay. But I love it. Reconnect to your divine feminine energy within. Reach out to her if you need that healing. But to me, it's this moment that you are... you need to go into this void, into the darkness, right? The darkness has represented itself to you, and now from that, growth and manifestation arises as you rise. As you rise. So one last message for Scorpio is this. Scorpio! Let go and enjoy. Simple and plain like that. I mean, that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be having fun, enjoying this experience. Whether it's like everybody thinks the experience is supposed to be fun and happy and pleasant. And you know, it will be. It will be that when we are able to release all of this mind games. Right? You'll be able to like step into the awareness of the mind. The mind is coming in and making an explanation, making me feel bad. And you're like, no, not going to work. I'm not falling into the trap of the illusion anymore. I'm releasing it. It's work, people. This is what it is. This is like awareness. Let go, move. As you become more and more aware, things fall away. And the ego has less power, you know, and not everybody believes in that, but I do. I feel like that's what it is. The control of the mind is huge here. Release it. You're not where you need to be. And I'm like, you're not where you need to be. So shut yourself down, right? So like, I don't really care. And it's like, it's true. All right, my beautiful Scorpio. Have fun. Enjoy. Check your rising and your moon feather messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi membership too. All the details are below. And join my podcast Wednesdays and Saturdays with your fellow Scorpio, Katerina. I love you. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. So this feels, the beginner minds are all the pages of the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords. This beginner energy, this like, let's start from childhood. You know, the page is usually 0 to like 15 years old, let's say, kind of thing. 0 to 17 years old, maybe energy. That energy of like wild, unknown, like trusting in yourself, because you usually trust in yourself when you're young. Maybe it's like 0 to 11 years old, right? But anyways, this feels to me that there's a, like, when I see the beginner mind, it means that you're so focused on something from the past. I used to be I used to be an amazing musician. I used to be an amazing writer. I used to be an amazing business person. And I used to be like amazing wife and husband. I used to have a great relationship. I used to have a great house. I used to live in a great, you know, like all these I used to, the past. And it's like, who cares what you were and how you were and what it was? It doesn't matter. Can you be beginner again? Can you be a beginner in your life? Every single day, can you wake up as a beginner mind? Imagine how exciting that would be. Without any past bullshit that hangs over your head. You're just saying, hey, today I have no idea what's coming. Today I have no idea what to do. I have no experience. I have no like drama. I have no nothing. And just live life like that. I mean, that is living, truly living life in this human experience. So where is it that you have to let go of? Let's see what's happening here. We have the Ten of Swords. Anxiety, stress. Look at her. She's like has these swords in her back. She's like dealing with guilt. You're dealing with something like you're at the end of it. Some massive fear. Let's see what the card next to it has. The Ten of Swords is a Gemini energy. The Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, the two of them together could be a mother energy, a Cancer energy, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but it's Cancer usually. Could be someone like she's looking at you and she's like guilting you almost. It almost feels like there's someone in your life that is maybe making you feel this way. And it's like, you could also be you. Let's just see. Interesting. I always like to look at the positions of the cards. Wow. The High Priestess is your challenge. This is like huge. Let's leave that there. Saggy, what I see here is definitely you being influenced by someone in your life. I hate to say this, but it's like this person, because she's looking at you here, it feels like someone in your life is like, why don't you go back to that old relationship you were in? It was good. It was fine. Why don't you go back to what you used to do? You were so famous. You were so like popular, successful. It's like someone almost in your life, could be a mother, very much so, or a father, or like someone that is close to you that you have a kinship with, which is a little bit worse, right? Someone who has influence on you, kind of, who you love dearly, who has a lot of words to say to you, who has a lot of influence on your life, perhaps. And they're like, I'm only looking out for you. It's a guilt, a little bit. I'm only looking out for you. You've misstepped in your life, Sagittarius. You like allowed this to happen. You've like gone off your path. You've done like think about, it's like it's beliefs and opinions of other people that are coming in right now and coming in really strong. And you're listening. Are you listening? Because your High Priestess is like your higher self, God, universe, saying, hey, Saggy, it doesn't matter what they think and what they want for you and how they envision your life and how they want. It's not about them. This is not their life. And perhaps they're looking at you and they're just reflecting what they don't have in their life. Right? So you're in a little bit of a quandary here, Saggy, and it's really interesting. And that's why beginner mind is here. Because you want so much to please this person in your life, because they are someone like a parent or a family member or someone spiritual in your life, or someone like a grandmother or friend or someone. You wanna be able to deliver what you used to be, your past, where you were once successful, or whether it was a relationship, a job, a career, a project, where you were like a nomad, a traveler, where you once were like whatever she or he is seeing. This is like huge, and you're carrying this on your back. And you know, Sagittarius are known to do their own thing, but here you are caring, and you're putting a lot of weight on this person's ideas and beliefs of how you should be. And that's why the High Priestess is like, absolutely not. I'm gonna put her here. Absolutely not. You are not to listen to anyone. You are to go deep inside, and not even too deep. Just and trust. Why are you not trusting your own intuition? Why are you not trusting your own path? Because your path most certainly will not coincide with everyone else's, because it's your own divine path. This is like, it's the High Priestess is cold and reserved, like a very cold person. She's seemingly cold to everybody because she is not giving a rat's ass about what her decisions are and her choices are. Can you get to that place where you're doing for you and not to appease to other people? Well, you need to get a job, you need to like, you can't do this, you can't. And this is a constant energy here that you can't do this, you're ruining your life. You're like, it's like and a constant voice in your head too. That's why you're here and you're like, oh my God, I can't even pull out these things because it's like constantly in my head. And I know they're doing it for the better of me. They're like gonna want, like, oh my God, it's so big here. And then you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse that show up here. The Six of Pentacles, I want to tell you, is giving, receiving. The fact that it's in reverse is like enough giving your energy to these people. Enough giving energy to the past. Enough giving energy to what was working for you before, how it was. Like, if you continuously put that energy there, you will constantly live in a box far away from the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is like, come on, Saggy, trust it. Trust yourself. Trust that the past had to happen. Trust that you're not that person anymore. And it doesn't mean that because you were successful then, doesn't mean you can be successful now, but in a different way. Because what was before, it cannot work now. It cannot. And I don't even see it working. So even if you were still super successful in a relationship and a job, it's not the evolution of life right now. Is the energy and the resonance and the frequency and the vibration is completely different from how it was. So even if you want to emulate that, it will not happen. So that the High Priestess is like, come on, Saggy. Can you trust yourself, and can you step away from these well-wishers, but a little bit selfish? A little bit, do it for me, because I'm your mother, or I'm your father, or I'm your sister, and I'm your this, and I'm your that, and I'm your girlfriend, and I'm your boyfriend, and I'm your colleague, and I'm your advisor, and I'm your mentor, and it doesn't matter, right? Like, whoever that is, it's not them to choose your path. You know, like everyone, like we're all born in these families, and we're born with these all these attachments of people, but you're here in a pod, which is great, but this journey is yours. To return to your pod, which everyone is a reflection of you 100%, it's time to like release these people. And you're not here to follow a guideline, and you're not here to follow a certain path. You're here to follow yours. That's divinely guided by you, your soul, your higher self, your universe, your God, right? Which is everything. And that's what's showing up here. Are you ready to stop giving energy to that past, to those people that want to keep you there? The High Priestess is challenging you to start listening to inside. Beginner mind. That's what beginner mind is going back to the purity, to the nonsense, not having attachment to anything past or future, just living in the now. And your advice is the cosmos, creativity, vastness. Like, I love that. Exactly. In the now moment is when you can connect to the cosmos, to the creativity, to expand yourself. You cannot expand when you're in the past or in the future. Because it's limitation. Because this is what I have in my mind. This is how I want to see it. This is my vision. Oh yes, you should stick to your vision. Remember when you were like this? You were amazing, so let's stick to the same plan. And it's not going to work. The cosmos is like, yo, that's not happening. Right? It's not going to work. You cannot bring anything from the old into this new. It doesn't work. So how do I do it, Sabrina? You don't do anything. You trust. Can you trust the vastness of the unknown? Pearl of Sharo is your advice card. 35. Exactly. I love it. Taking responsibility for your experience empower you. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration, higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. You have the capacity to become a light bearer. Well, you are a light bearer, but anyways. To safeguard your energy, yet trust that the light within is strong enough to see you through any struggle and eventually transform it into a precious pearl of sacred empowerment. You have wisdom in your divinely alchemical heart. You shall arise with dignity. Beautiful energy right there. All right. You are the light, as the High Priestess would like you to know. You are the light. You are, I like these, me and my colorways. It's really nice. They show up. All the blues are showing up here. All the blues, which is like throat, this, and higher power. There's a feeling here. It's like trust your path. There are people around you that wish you to go back to an old way of being that can no longer exist in the new. Can you trust that? And beginner mind does not be going back to the beginning of who you were. It's the beginning of something completely new. So we have one last message for Sagittarius. Nurture yourself first. That's right. I totally agree. We're not here to appease to people. And you're like, well, I have obligations. You have no obligation to anybody. You're not even obligated to yourself. If you look at the bigger picture, there's no obligation. There's no sometimes I'm so Italian, it's funny to me. Anyways, you have no, there's nothing that you need to be following. If you're able to get out of that mindset of seeing someone as higher than you, that is the liberation of your soul. Because there's no one higher than you. Even in this matrix world that you think that they are higher, they have a There's no judge, no police, no politician. Nothing is higher than you unless you give it power. Your parent, they're not higher than you unless you give them power. So this is where I leave you, Saggy. Take the information, let it flow through you, and trust. All right, I love you. Check your rising and your moon. Also, check out my podcast Wednesdays and Saturdays. You get 3 times Sabrina. And also, join my Ko-fi membership. All the information is down below. You can support me on a monthly basis or just one-off me. And also share, like, comment, subscribe because it helps my channel. I love you. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We have vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. Now, if you know vultures, usually, like you see at the side of the road, you'll see a vulture. Like the eagles will come down, or the hawks will come down if they see like an animal on the ground that's been hit by a car. Let's say the eagle will eat what it needs to eat, but the vulture will take everything. Well, they will not like waste any part of the animal, which is like the fittest of the survival of the fittest, right? Kind of thing. And what this means to you and how it relates to you is that, can you take all the actions and reactions and the words and whatever the behaviors that people have showered onto you, whether they were negative or positive, can you take them and recreate them, kind of thing, right? Nothing is wasted. Nothing has come to you for no reason. Everything comes to you to show you how strong you are, to show you how weak you are, to show you, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with strong and weak, by the way, because it's just one. It's just polarity in this world. So, like, to me, this is like a beautiful energy, like, of can you see the good in the bad? Right? Can you see that it's all one anyways? And you had to go through that traumatic experience, and you had to go through that uncomfortable experience to get to where you are right now. We need to go through the dark tunnel to see the light, right? We need to, like, the only way we see in the dark is with the light, right? Like, so everything works together. I know this is very esoteric, but it makes sense to me in my head. So, let's see what's going on with you. Look at you. We start off with the 3 of Angels, the 3 of Swords, people. Which is clarification for them. You see her, she's holding irises, I believe. She's tangled up in a thread of swords or wires. 3 of Swords is heartbreak, grief, sadness, but there's hope and there's peace here with the white. You know, and then all of this is loose around her. It's not like it's tying her down. The 3 of Swords is like, yes, you may be feeling betrayed. You may be feeling like a heaviness around you. You might be feeling sad. You might be feeling angry. You might be feeling like there's someone, did I say betrayal? I don't know if I said it, but I'll say it again. Like a victim a little bit. You might be pitying yourself. There's a lot of that energy showing up here. There could be a breakup that has happened. You've lost someone in your life. Like, even like to think that someone has died and left you physically, but energetically they're still there. And there's always a reason. Everything has like a purpose. Nothing is for nothing. So some of you are going through something very challenging, definitely, because we have the Sun in reverse. The Sun is like, Sun is all about validation, reward, and recognition, and the Sun is in reverse is like you're feeling unworthy. You have a loss of confidence, perhaps. I mean, these 2 cards are very clear that you're not in the best place. I mean, you could be in the best place right now, Capricorn, and this is not for you, but there's a feeling of undervaluing yourself. Someone has taken that away from you, perhaps. There's someone in your life that makes you feel lesser than. Can you see that person as the biggest blessing in your life? because that person is making you the warrior that you are. You know, it's like turning things around, changing the mindset, your mindset around these things. It's like looking at things and saying, oh, because this one says clarification, the Three of Swords, kind of interesting. It's like this loss of vitality in your life, this loss of direction in your life is actually making you see that it was the wrong direction I was going to. I was seeking validation from the wrong person. I was seeking approval from the wrong person. I forgot that it was me that I need to seek approval from, no one else. Let's see, I don't want to fuck it up like this. Your challenge is the Four of Wands. This is Leo energy, this is Libra, and this is Aries energy. The Four of Wands is celebration, happiness, marriage, success, and you're challenged by it. There's a resistance. And like, if I look at these cards, they're not all the Capricorns, but this could be a relationship that is not going as planned. It's in your mind. How it was in your mind. In my mind, my relationship, my marriage, my partnership, my friendship, my work partnership, whatever this is, like you see there's two people here, is not going the way I saw it in my head. So now I am a failure, I'm a loser, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. I'm a victim of myself and this person. And the universe is like, yo, are you for real right now, Capricorn? And Sabrina saying the same thing. The Ten of Stars. The Ten of Wands. This is like heavy energy. The Ten of Swords is hoarding. It's like it's taking on the burden. So you're going through a really rough patch, Capricorn, right now. But to me, the rough patches are the best things ever. Because it truly awakens you into your greatness. Can you take this downtime right now to see yourself, to feel the patterns and the behaviors that are coming up for you right now? Can you look at them as these like repeating patterns, these repeating energy that is not necessary in your life anymore? I need to go through this heartbreak to see my greatness. I need to be betrayed or lied to. I need to be downplayed. I need someone to like take away that confidence that I have in me. I need someone to make me feel lesser than and unworthy. I need to feel that. For me to recognize that I'm not truly happy in this relationship or this partnership or this marriage, that I'm just doing it because that's the best, that's what I should do. I should carry on the heavy burden of my employer, of my partner, of my friends, of my family around me. I should have a happy family, but I don't. This is a huge recognition right here. Nothing is wasted, as the vulture says. Capricorn, it's all being written out for you. Can you see between the lines? What are the feelings that are coming up for you? Why are you resisting? Why are you holding on to something that is hasn't brought you anything back? Why are you holding on to something that makes you like that dims your light? This is a very clear message to some of you out there, that you keep holding on to this dream, this idea of how your marriage or your partnership or your business or your job or your whatever it is that's like holding you back should be like, and you're going to attain it. You're going to work hard to attain it. You're going to do all the work, everything to get to it. But maybe the universe is like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you working hard for love? Why are you working hard for approval or validation or recognition? That's what this is. It's like you don't need to work hard. You're not here to work hard for these things. These things come naturally when you come from a place of love. when you're not seeking it. Maybe you're seeking in the wrong places, and now you're holding on to these, and you're holding on to things that are completely draining you. But your soul is like, hey, why aren't you treating your human right? Your character in this movie continuously is falling backwards. And it's like falling over. The posture is getting really bad because you keep on carrying. And you're like, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to be the survivor. I'm going to be the independent. I'm going to be the bitch. I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. And it's like such a bullshit because you're doing that for a box, for a prison. Right? And it's like, can you recognize where in your life you're resisting happiness and freedom? And stop carrying everyone else's shit. Because it's not working. Okay, Capricorn. Your advice is the Queen of the Light. Illumination, enlightenment, celebration. And I mean, this doesn't it comes at an opportune time. Because you are the Queen of the Light. You are the King of the Light. Whether you're a man or female watching this. You are the light. Why are you not celebrating life? Why are you continuously in battle with yourself? You're trying to seek some, the sun is showing here. You're trying to seek some recognition from another or validation from someone else outside of you. It's you who has to validate yourself. That's it. You should be happy with you alone, but you're too much outside of you. Can you see the power that you have inside you? And you know what? Your power will trigger many people around you. Can you be okay with that? Can you ride smoothly and effortlessly through the waves? I don't know. It's like we hold on and attach to people and reactions and behaviors, and it's just like we can't move out of the prison world if we continuously stay within the prison world. It doesn't work. So your advice is the Deer of Delta. Beautiful. Mother and child. Which is kind of a Capricorn energy. 26. Let's see what 26 has to say to you. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. Because you are the light, peoples. The healing you need cannot come from logical sources, but requires a deep letting go and restructuring from within. Consider what practices and people could help facilitate this process in your life. Consider how you may value and encourage deep restorative sleep and regular retreats as part of your lifestyle. We can become vulnerable like the gentle deer in the spiritual sanctuary of our devotion, protected by a greater source. Then there is no need to become aggressive or harsh to defend ourselves from the aggression of another. We can let go and allow ourselves to be held. This is a way to ward off negativities without needing to disconnect from our softness and grace. Even if you're dealing with intense negativities, from a particularly powerful opponent, we encourage you to call for spiritual intervention with complete confidence in the grace that will instantly and constantly be bestowed. All right. This feeling to me is like exactly the deer. The deer is soft and gentle, but strong. And you know, like the deer is vulnerable, but very graceful. And deeply connected to the spiritual world, as you are with this Queen of Light. Can you trust yourself enough to be enough and not seek outside for any validation? Can you stop taking on other people's problems so that you can be the top? Can you be like, you know, you can one up them, or you can do that? Remember, we're not here to one up each other. So I'm better than you and you're less. We are each other. We're all the same. We all come from love and purity and freedom and joy. How do you express that? Is you just embrace it and be it. And that's how you are, like, you lead by example. So we have one last message for Capricorn. Live life to the fullest. I mean, this is like, yeah, of course I'm gonna live life, I'm gonna go and party, and it's not that. Live life to the fullest. I mean, you can do whatever you want, obviously. That's your human experience. To me, I would say live life to the fullest. Like, live for you, not for everyone else's approval or for everyone else. Live the life you want to live. Can you do that? It's the biggest challenge, according to you, not according to everyone else's expectations. That's living life to the fullest. And I'm telling you now, it's going to go against the grain. But once you start living for you, everything else flows. All right, Cappy, this is it. Check my Ko-fi membership if you want to support me on a monthly basis or give me a one-off. Also share, like, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me because it helps on my channel. Check out my podcast Wednesdays and Saturday we talk about tarot. Wednesdays we talk about, I don't know, I think we're talking about fear coming up on Wednesday. So I love you, and I'll see you next week's Capricorn. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We have Spirit Has Your Back. Eagle Spirit. I was like right away to the message. I love this. Eagle is the significant meaning for eagle is freedom. Soaring, rising above. Spirit Has Your Back means that some of you are doubting, are in a very uncertain way about your life. You're very like, you have like grand ideas, perhaps projects, inspirations, something creative coming up, and you're pushing them aside because you're not trusting. You're always pushing against the grain, and the grain is getting tiring for you, right? It's like there's like a standstill moment for you, and it's like Spirit has your back, honeys. You choose how you want to live your life. You want to go against the grain, we got your back. You want to not go against the grain, we still got your back. But always be true to your heart, like the eagle. So let's see. The Five of Wands. It doesn't show here at all, but also it's like fractals of her because it's her. And there's like a white light in her heart area. This is personal struggle. You know, she's had to fractalize herself because she can't handle herself. This is like competition, could be, but the Five of Wands is this energy of fear within. I want to do something, but what are people going to think about me? I want to do something, but do I really want to do this? Am I doing it for myself? Am I doing it for other people? Like, it's like a big internal struggle here. It's a Leo energy. Hierophant. Taurus energy. We have a fire and earth energy showing up for you. Like a fire energy wants you to be doing, and you're still like, I don't know. And the earth energy is like, yo, let's get grounded a little bit here. Let's get stabilized a little bit. It's like weird, eh? This one, it's like, anyways. But it's like this all-knowing, wise one, counselor here to help you. Maybe you need to seek a counselor. Maybe you need to seek advice to get you just I wouldn't say straight line because that's fucking boring, but like to get you like trusting that little voice in your head, right? Trusting that little voice that keeps coming up. Not the voice that is explaining things, not the voice that keeps telling you you're a loser or a failure, or like, where are you going? What are you doing? Not that voice. The little voice is like, go, do, sit, do nothing. That voice that's just like very curt. Let me see what the challenge is so we can get an idea here. The 7 of Stars, the 7 of Wands is faith. You don't have faith in yourself, and that's why Spirit has your back. The Hierophant, there's a lot of different meanings for the Hierophant. It could be that advisor. It could be you expanding your wisdom, maybe taking new courses, maybe leading a group. Could be a lot of that happening here. Or it also could be traditional, like it has that traditional aspect to it. The original Rider-Waite has that, or that bishop. It's like, I am religious, and you follow the rules kind of thing, and you're like, oh, I can't do that. Right? I don't want to do that. And I like, there's a part of you that want, like some of you may want to, what the message I'm getting here though, some of you may want to follow, like you're like, I don't want to follow the rules, but you do anyways. Like I gotta make money, so I'm gonna do that job as a waitress. I gotta make money because I'm gonna, I can't just trust, fully trust the universe, fully trust Spirit, my higher self. I cannot do that yet. I'm not there yet. And this is like, yes, because you don't have faith in yourself, and you don't have faith in this journey, and you don't have faith in the process, Aquarius. And it's okay. And perhaps that's why you need to reach out to someone who does. Is it a Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn energy? Could be. Is it like someone that you connect with on a spiritual level? Perhaps. Is it a priest, a rabbi? I don't know what they're called in Muslim, but whatever. Is it that? Yes. Like, whatever it is for you. You've lost the faith in yourself. You've lost a little bit of your power. You've dimmed it to fit in. And hence the struggle. And a big part of you loves that you are an Aquarius, that you are this rebel and this innovator, right? And there's a small part of you that is your ego that is taking over, air sign, that is like, yeah. Okay, get out of your head that you're the rebel. Get out of that. You still have to make money. You still have to follow the if you want to like be popular, you got to be popular on TikTok and Instagram, and you got to be this, and you got to follow these rules. Like it's like, this is to me is exactly like whenever I follow, like I see social media, if you want followers, and this is what you got to do, and that's like you following that. But a big part of you like, yo, who gives a shit, or who gives a flying F, right? Like, how are we supposed to create anew if we continuously follow how the world is working, right? And that's what's happening here to me, for you. That's your struggle. You know that there's something greater. You know that you are part of this greater. You don't know how to get there because your mind is playing a big part here, a pivotal role in your resistance. And this is where you need to turn that shit around and say, okay, I ain't gonna listen to all this like chatter up here. I need to trust. And I'm telling you, if you didn't listen to my intro, I talk about that because it's been years that I've been learning to trust that inner voice, and years that wasn't following it, and now I am. And I'm telling you, it's super uncomfortable, but it's so freeing, and it allows me to still survive, right? In the Matrix world. I'm not like living like the life. I'm living a simpler life, but that was the whole point. Can you live that simple life again, Sabrina? So that you can allow the flow to come in more and more. And trust whatever it is. So this is this is so beautiful. The Two of Wands. Yeah, look at this. That comes in for you. Did it come in last week for you too? You had a Two of Pentacles or something? Anyways. You're being presented with a crossroads. You're being presented with a portal. Which way do you want to take? Do you want to go into the prison world? Or do you want to go into the new? Going into the new means not knowing what's coming. Going into the new is having faith in whatever comes your way. Going into the new means tapping into your creativity. It means trusting that the struggle that you're feeling is the prison, is the cage. It's the mind that's keeping you in that struggle. Releasing that struggle. How do you release that struggle? Is you stand in the awareness of it. And like I said it, I don't know who I said it to, another Libra maybe. It's like you laugh at it. You know, like you're a loser, you know, like you're a loser. And I'll turn around to my ego and say, no, you're a loser, right? like, you know, like have fun with it. Like laugh at it. And you're like, you're a loser, but I love you anyways. You know, that's what's happening here. So Aquarius, you're going to be presented with a opportunity that's coming your way. Perhaps a union as well, like a partnership in love or business. But an opportunity is here. And it's going to test you a little bit. It's going to test your resolve here. It's going to see if like, okay, Aquarius, do you want to remain in the old to get the same results? Or are you ready for the new without knowing anything? I love this. This is amazing. I think this is one of my favorite readings. Okay. The Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. I mean, that's freaking exactly this. Look at this. It's this portal energy. Something is coming your way. Are you going to try to fix it? Try to work around it? Try to rationalize? Or are you ready to allow the shift to happen? This is amazing. I love it. Surprise and shock is on your way if you release yourself from the old. So we have the Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. I'm losing my voice. 29. Interesting. I guess we're getting into a relationship if we're single. Let's see what that is. And if maybe you're getting into a relationship that is totally unexpected, right? That's the thing. It's like we have these ideologies. I want my woman to look like this. I want my man to look like this. I want them. And it's like, you can want whatever you want. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. This is the limitation, the wanting. I want this. Okay, the universe is like, yo, you can want it, but that's not what you're getting. Right? This is the thing. It's like to trust. You say, okay, I trust whatever it's coming my way. And once you release all those expectations, you'll see how things just flow in. But the more we want and the more we need and the more we attach, and it's just like, just delay. So I went off onto a tangent. Let's go. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. If you've been in pain, this oracle brings a message of a joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith and wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know you are making progress, even if things seem difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself. Rapture is a state of intensely pleasurable joy that lifts one into communion with the sublime and the sacred. It is not only a personal experience, but also a transfusion of divine delight into the collective soul of humanity. This is the kind of joy that is generous, soulful, without reason or agenda, and delightfully contagious. It's a wake-up call. It shifts any stubborn clinging to negativity. It refreshes the soul and nourishes the heart. It reminds us that everything is okay. Okay, rapture is also like sexual in nature. So like maybe there is going to be a really beautiful, soulful connection coming your way that is with someone that you did not expect. Can you be okay with that? Freaking love this. Oh, I thought that I left Capricorns. Okay. We have one last message for you. Well, what am I thinking? Okay, Aquarius, please. Aquarius. I love it. Do something different. I know I shouldn't be saying that to Aquarius because you are always, but this week I feel like you're a little bit in your heads. You're a little bit fearful of the next step. So stop following the old steps. It's not going to work. You're ready for something new. Get ready for an opportunity to come your way, whether it's a new relationship, could be a flirty one, playful one. It could also be a Hierophant. It could also be a new method of or an organization, a new business, a project coming your way. Stop getting in your way, Aquarius. Love it. Check your rising and your moon for the messages. Also check my Ko-fi membership, and also I do a weekly podcast Wednesdays and Saturdays. Join me there, which is here on YouTube. And like, share, comment, subscribe as usual. It helps on my channel. I love you guys. This is fucking awesome. Sorry I'm swearing, but it's really amazing. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful... I was going to say, what was I going to say? Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We have Stag Spirit. Take the lead. So where in your life right now have you been lagging behind? Where in your life right now have you been holding back, talking from someone? You know, like where in your life have you been allowing someone else to take the lead? It's time to stand up and take the lead. And what does that mean? Because it doesn't mean that you have to suppress anybody. It doesn't mean that you're like the leader in the way we see things, or like push people aside and like, no, take the lead. Freaking live your life, man. Are you like following someone else? Like, well, my wife or my husband wants me to do this and this and that. And everybody's always has an excuse. Like, are you like living with excuses of not living your life to the fullest? Well, living my life to the fullest means I can't be with her or I can't be with him. And I can, okay, then if that's the case, then why are you even there, right? Taking the lead is like choosing you, choosing the path that is you're feeling guided to. I want to see what this means for you. I like taking the lead. It's like, it's stopping, it's like, stop following everyone else around you. Enough. Like, the whole idea is that nobody has power over you unless you give them the power. Nobody. And like I say, no government leader, no powerful, like nobody, no like cop, judge, these are just jobs. You give them power over you, and that's hence they have it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we have the King of Hearts, the healer. This is a Scorpio energy. It also could be Pisces and Cancer. You. The King of Cups is a healer. It's a spiritual person, a loving, unconditional person. Could be someone in your life that's coming your way that you need to seek out. Could be a father energy. Could also be a partner, but could be someone you need to look to more, but we don't know until we see the next card. Death card, the release, metamorphosis. Your challenge is the Fool. Oh, I like it. And the 10 of Pentacles, loyalty. Interesting. What do we have here? Let's take this aside. Let's put this here. There's definitely a massive change that has to happen here. A death to an old. And perhaps it's in love. Could be. It could be that you are in a relationship right now that once really worked well and now there's like a disconnect. There could be some of you stepping up into your heart, stepping up, seeking a higher purpose, more enlightenment in your life. Hence, you're seeing things differently. That could be that too. And you're afraid to make a change. There's some of you with the King, because the King could be you, who's in need of change. Like maybe you've fallen in love with someone else and you're needing to change, or you are fully committed in your relationship, or you're fully committed to your healing, but still there's something that requires an end to an old chapter. That's what I see because of the Fool and the Death. So I don't know where in your life you are, you've come to a point where with all your heart and your love and your compassion, a change is required. A change in your story, a change in your chapter of your life. And you know it deep down inside, because the Fool says is your resistance. You're afraid to make that leap. Because of your heart, right? Your heart, your compassionate side of you is like, well, if I leave them, let's say it's a relationship, if I leave them, what will they do without me? Or how are they gonna, like, you're always like thinking about the other person. That's the King of Hearts. It's like always like, doesn't want to burden anyone. Right? This is you who are also, is just comfortable. The King of the Scorpio energy gets comfortable in their, like, in their life, even if it's heartbreaking. It's like, I don't want to like ruffle the feathers, right? There is like an energy of a father, mother energy showing up. You know, maybe you have children, you don't want to ruffle. Maybe you are a boss or whatever, and you don't want to ruffle your employees. Like, there's a lot of different kinds of way of looking at things, but it's a beautiful energy, the King of Hearts. You could be meeting someone new. If you're single, you could be meeting a new, it's completely different from how you love, right? Or how you've been shown love. And here you're like, well, it's like, I don't know how to love like that. That's not something I've done before, right? I've never been like I've never had someone who's loved me for my mind or for my belief systems or for whatever. Like, whatever this is coming, whether it's you making this change or someone else coming in and like completely blowing you out of the water, you are releasing the old. You can no longer work in that old energy, and you're full on resisting it, Pisces. Oh my God, it's so hilarious. It's like no, I want to stay in the old. I want to stay in the old way. I want to be in the comfort zone. I want to live in like the easy way, which is like the hard way, by the way, because there's nothing easy about living in a comfort zone. And like I've said in Aquarius and Capricorn, I've seen it in many other signs as well, there comes a point where we come to realize that we've been living in a prison, in a cell. We've been living in a cage. We're living in an illusion that is it's like almost caving in. You know, that's the collapse. The collapse is like, then you're getting more claustrophobic and you're getting like, what the F is happening, right? I can't breathe anymore. I can't live like this anymore. That's why anxiety levels are at a high, because it's like people are starting to see and feel things differently, and they're like, what am I doing in this? Why am I here? Right? And then the King of Hearts is like, well, you know, you gotta love and you have to be compassionate towards everyone. But the Death card is like, yes, you do. But if you're feeling compression within you, within this relationship, within this like siblingship, familyship, like whatever the situation is, that's something to recognize here. And if you're afraid to make a jump, and if you're afraid to start something new, like to take the lead, you're afraid to take the lead here, Pisces. And you're holding back and staying in the comfortable, which is very Pisces. This is the disconnect here. The Death is like, the Death card is absolutely not. You want to take the lead? You're going to step on people. Is it a bad thing? Absolutely not. You're going to have to step outside of these prison walls and this cage. You taking the lead, you cannot stay in the box. It's not working. You're going to have to like cut a hole in the box and get out, because this is too limiting. This is this comfort zone that people talk about. It's bullshit. You can't live in the comfort zone, and everybody wants to live in it, but it's not. There's nothing comfortable about this zone, because you guys are just living in a past energy that's like collapsing every second, and it's not working anymore. Like how you were successful last month, that it cannot translate into the now. I don't even want to go into the future, because the now is about unknown. I don't know what's gonna work. You know, it's like, and you're saying, what, I should drop everything? No, I'm not saying you drop everything, but be open every single day. You walk into your office, you walk into your job, you walk into your relationship, you walk into your home. Every day is completely new. Can you see life like that? Completely new. And be ready for whatever comes your way. That phone call that comes your way, the story that shows up, the message that comes in. It's like such an idealistic way of looking at things. Absolutely not. Because the other way was just a methodical, robotic way. Well, this is what I have to do. 9 to 12, I eat, like I work, I eat at 12 to 1. Like, it's like, what the F, man? And the fool is like, yo, we need to make these changes. Pisces, can you open your heart? Can you be compassionate towards yourself here as you make these changes? Because the only way to lead, the only way to change is through discomfort. To kill off the old and write a new story. Because the Ten of Pentacles shows up, which shows up as loyalty, but the Ten of Pentacles is like, look, she's like, there's a heart coming out of the tree. That's this very foundational tree is growth. There's light that comes out. There's a lot of inner wisdom that you have within you. Can you trust it? Can you be naked? Can you bare yourself to this unknown? And trust that whatever is showing up is loyal to you and your soul. But you're like, the resistance you have to this new and this keeping this old is not going to make you take the lead. So you keep resisting it. And can you find that compassion and that love for yourself on this journey right now? Can you find that compassion and love for others? Like, that's how it is. If you truly love another, then you'll set them free, right? Like, what are you holding on to? What are you attaching to? You're attaching to some ideology in your head. You're attaching to, if something is suffocating you, or it's like making you feel anxious or stressful or weary or upset or angry or doubtful or fearful, that's something to pay attention to. Because nothing new can come out of this unless you put that to rest, unless you accept it, unless you face it. And you jump. So something like an action that must be taken for you is to release yourself from an old energy, to give yourself the love, be compassionate about it. And this 10 of Pentacles is a culmination of earnings and profits, let's say. Like things will, you will make money, you know, you will succeed, you will grow into something. Something will manifest for you with this 10 of Pentacles. But first this needs to be done. You need to face off with your fears, this resistance, with love and compassion. And trust that whatever this is that's holding you back is going to free you into this new unknown, but it's going to be fully abundant. You'll be fully taken care of. And you know it, and you know it. That's what I like about it. It's like that inner wisdom of yours glowing. It's like, I know, but you're not trusting it. So the advice is the dream walker. Dreams, the collective good illusions. That's funny. Stepping out of that cage is stepping out of the illusion and going into that dream world. No, what are you going to do with the dream world? The dream world is exactly where we need to be. Dream it into fruition, people. No more the old way of like working hard and doing this and making money and you're like accumulating money, this and this, for a world that is like collapsing. For the illusion is collapsing. You're gonna make more money, and it's just like, I know it's like a huge thing to be able to walk through a portal like this into a dream world. That is like, it's so frou-frou for people to think about, but it's truly, I feel like that's the evolution that is happening right now. We can only move into a new if we collapse the old. And we got to love ourselves throughout the whole process. The Sovereign Queen Maeve, 40. We got our queen here. 40 with the White Light Oracle. What do we have here? 40. This oracle asks you to come home to yourself again and again. Know you are strong enough to live your life and chart your course in communion with the sacred. In Sanskrit, Svaraj is self-rule, and as the meaning of Raj is also radiance, it can also mean self-luminous. Do not allow your destiny to rest in the hands of others. Recognize that the light within is your true ruler. You have the power to light yourself up with spirit. Commit to what you can do and believe the realms of the divine are working with you. Do not be dissuaded. You shall be victorious. Victorious. I mean, you're like the sovereign is having your own, is doing things for you, right? Sovereignty. It's not doing things because another person is like, how will the other person be dealing with, if I end this chapter, how can I begin anew if this, like, you know, it's like, we're so worried about what other people are going to think. We're so worried about the next steps and this and the future. And it's like, can you stop thinking about the future? And can you just be the queen and king of right now? That's how we take the lead. Is we just wake up every morning and go with the flow and listen to our higher selves, and it brings us into whatever we need to do. And I know it's challenging for people who are like very successful and are living in this matrix world, and I get it. But I really feel like there's something huge coming our way. So I'm going to give you one last message. One last message for Pisces, please. interesting. Choose friends wisely. I mean, that could mean just like choose like it's time to like expand your horizons, right? Like if people are not aligned with you, if people are like holding you back, if people don't want to hear what you have to say, if you know, like it's not only like us who are supposed to be super compassionate and like always open and heartwarming, everybody else around us, right? So right now at a certain point in your life, you get to a place where I can't be with that person, and it's okay, because maybe you'll eventually find that person along the way once their heart is open as well. So choose your energies wisely. How you want to give off your energy and how you want to take it too. When you're a leader, like I said to some people, we're all leaders and we're all masters in this world. We're all just finding each other. So some of us are choosing to follow the leader, and some of us are choosing to lead. So where are you choosing? And if you're choosing to lead, leading means that you're sometimes lonely at the top for the time being, but know that you're never alone, because we have a whole bunch of us around you. All right. Okay, you can always do a personal reading with me so we can go further into this. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also check my podcast Wednesdays and Saturdays here on this channel and on Spotify. And check my Ko-fi membership. You can support me on a monthly basis or a one-off. I share, like, comment, subscribe as usual. It helps my channel. And I love you so much. And I'll see you next week.